Welcome back to Beneath the Five Kings, the Crits and Cantrips playthrough of the Sky King's Tomb Adventure Path by Paizo. Spooky season is upon us, friends, and we're just talking about a potential spooky game in our future. But for now, we're just playing episode 31 of Beneath the Five Kings.
31.
So, to stay, I did say 31, right?
I was just being scared of 31.
You said just 31.
Okay, all right. But so I will start off by asking what everyone's favorite Halloween candy is.
Didn't we talk about this last week? Our
Is
favorite
there
candy?
We asked what favorite candy was.
Oh, okay. Well, we won't do that then.
Which is just...
what's everyone's favorite Halloween movie?
Ooh. Now, is this a movie that has to be about Halloween or a movie that you watch during like the Halloween season?
I think if you can justify it, you can tell me that answer right now.
Like Die Hard being a Christmas movie.
Start with Austin.
Oh, I don't know. I have to think on it. I feel like I've watched so many scary movies recently. Like it's like, and not scary, but like Halloween scary, like slasher horror scary. That my tastes have changed so much recently that I think I'm gonna have to think on it for a second.
I will cheat because we just talked about this. Mine is Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island.
That's a really good answer.
'Cause it's terror time again.
Honestly, the live action Scooby-Doo that you thought I was maybe talking about is also a really good one.
It's a good one.
I think that's my... I'm going to call that one the one...
Scooby Snack.
What
the fuck was that?
What's wrong with you? I think my favorite fun Halloween movie that I watch with everyone is going to be the live action Scooby-Doo. Not the first one, the second one on Spooky Island. But then...
You're such like a young child. You would pick the live action Scooby-Doos over the animated ones?
No,
it's not important.
It's Brendan just brought it up, and it really is a good movie.
Austin?
What's that?
What year were you born?
Guess.
And what hospital?
98?
What's that?
Was it 98 or 97?
97. 97.
That's why you can't appreciate the Scooby-Doo with like zombie.
I love that movie.
Too young when they came out on VHS.
At my friend AJ's birthday party in July, we're sitting in the living room, and I pulled up the one with Hex Girls in it, the one in Salem. Those are excellent. I love those.
So
but
good.
I think I'm gonna pick that one. Okay, is it? I need to know.
Popcorn Josh. No, I'm just kidding.
It's the Halloween trilogy. What are the 3 ones that just came out with Michael Myers? It's Halloween.
Kills.
Halloween.
It's the one where Evil dies tonight, I think is my favorite.
Yeah,
Evil
Halloween
dies
Returns.
tonight.
You like the Michael Force.
Halloween Kills, I think. Yeah.
2021.
2021. Halloween Kills. Yeah, because it was the first real introduction to the Michael Force, I feel like. Josh, just so you know, your brother did choose Scooby-Doo and the Hex Sisters one.
Good job,
For a
Charles.
favorite Halloween movie.
Yeah.
To clarify what we're talking about.
Because I'm a Hex girl.
I think mine would probably be Halloween Town.
Ooh,
Sounds
that's
a good
one.
Classic.
That is a good one.
Classic Nigel.
Sure.
Before my time.
Popcorn Dylan.
Yeah, the series that I like, the kind of slasher horror film that I like is It.
Ooh, that's fun.
More the first one than the second one, but the second one's got Bill Hader, so kind of makes up for it.
The ending of
You're
the
talking
second
about
was iconic.
specifically the more recent ones, though, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're
I've
doing
seen
a
the old
TV
one.
show for it called Derry that takes place in between 1 and 2.
Yeah, there we go. But really, I like the Evil Dead series too. That's kind of my
Sam Raimi.
other go-to. This new one, Evil Dead Rise, is really good in the apartment building.
That's not a series I have watched yet. I need to though.
I remember watching it in Dalton's basement. We watched was it like 2013 one? It's just Evil Dead. It was like a re-release of the first one.
It was like really, really scary though too, right? Like
Yeah,
it
super
wasn't
scary.
it wasn't Sam Raimi, right?
Yeah. I think
Because I remember watching that, I think, and saying this is the scariest movie I've ever seen in my entire life. I hated it so much. I was like behind the covers the entire time. That's when it like comes out of like the floorboards and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
like in the middle of like the woods. Oh, fuck that movie. Nope. Maybe I don't.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
what
I'm
I
not
like.
gonna watch that one. I think it's too
There you
real.
go.
All right, popcorn.
Anybody
Lorna.
else? Okay.
Okay. I have the answer that came to my mind immediately as soon as the question was asked, which is the Tim Burton Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp and
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Love that one. And then I googled Halloween movies because sometimes I just forget what options are.
100%.
And the movie that I found when googling that I was like, oh my god, I love that movie so much, and I've seen it multiple times. Like, it's one that, like, back in the olden days when we had cable television, if it, like, came on TV, I would, like, stop what I was doing and watch it, which doesn't happen anymore. But it would be the 90s Interview with the Vampire with Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise.
Yep.
Interview with the Vampire.
Movie, I
Yep.
think is actually, and it's got, like, Antonio Banderas.
I don't think I know what this is at all.
They just remade it too recently, didn't they?
They made it like a TV series, which I have
TV.
not watched.
Okay.
Because there's something, like, I don't think Tom Cruise is attractive in any way, shape, or form, except
When he's a
for
vampire.
there's some way he is as the vampire Lestat, and I'm like, you're so unhinged, and I really enjoy watching him, so.
Yeah,
Isn't he
leans
the
into
one?
it.
Isn't he the one that's got the tooth in the middle of his face?
It's Tom Cruise.
Isn't it like if you look at
he's
Tom
the one with
Cruise?
the tooth in the
Yeah, I was
middle.
gonna say he
He's-
technically has a
Everyone
tooth.
thinks
In
that,
it.
he's not symmetrical, but my
Yeah.
smile's not symmetrical.
No,
But I'm just saying, maybe that's why he disturbs you normally. But when he was a vampire, he probably had fake teeth in.
Mm,
But anyways, that movie is, I think it's really, really, really good. I very much enjoy
Okay.
watching it, but it's also very sad. So,
I guess I didn't
That's
realize that was a horror.
Interview with the Vampire?
It doesn't have to be horror.
I mean-
just Halloween.
It's not like super graphic. I'd say it's more spooky.
It's not a super graphic, ultra
Ultra
modern
modern
girl
like
like
me.
you.
Yeah.
Like Twilight could be a Halloween movie, you know?
Absolutely.
No,
Yeah.
that popped up on the internet when I said Halloween movies. Teen Halloween movies are like Twilight, which I have been getting a lot of TikToks that's like,
Yeah.
are you a Gilmore Girls fall or are you a
Oh, I'm both.
Oh, that's so good. All right,
I am also both Sarah. But anyways.
who hasn't gone? Josh?
Popcorn Sarah.
Oh, good.
She's the poet in our hearts.
What do you think my answer should be?
What do I think your answer is? I think your answer is
Halloween Town.
no, it's the one with Jack Skellington.
Nightmare Before Christmas? Yeah,
Oh,
that's
Nightmare
up
Before
there.
Christmas.
That's very nostalgic to my family. I also love Silence of the Lambs.
Oh yeah.
I also
also-
love Pet Cemetery. My family's a very spooky family, so I feel like I could do this all day. But Nightmare Before Christmas is probably like the biggest, safest
Okay.
bet probably.
I do think Hocus Pocus is up there too for you.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking when I said Halloween.
The
Town.
original, not the sequel that came out a few years ago. That's I think kind of trash. Sorry if anybody likes it.
There are just some things that I'm like, you are just resurrecting this. This was already dead.
Sisters.
Like the original is really really good and it's a cult classic. The sequel that they tried just for like basically a cash grab
Rock.
didn't need to happen. Was not good.
Yeah.
Somebody
I
liked
think it functions as a sequel. I think if you
I
want it, if
enjoyed
you're
it.
like,
Yeah, it's
I enjoyed it as a fictional movie that I can escape reality,
Reality
for
from, I feel that big time.
90 minutes.
yeah, I think it worked okay as like I haven't seen this for 20 years. Let's see if we can do some more stuff with it. But yeah, it was definitely not like a instant hit like the original was. But all right, Josh, anybody else? Halloween movies?
Dinotopia.
what?
Dinotopia.
Dinotopia.
Fuck yeah. I'm changing my answer.
Well, they are
That's
extinct, so that is scary.
yeah. Yeah.
It's terrifying. There's a T-Rex.
It's fair.
now we're using their bones to destroy the environment.
Exactly. That's the true terror.
That was like a really metal statement that you just said.
It was, yeah.
I saw something that was like, what do you think? What do you think the civilization of the future is going to use all of our crap for? Like, do you think they're going to have cars powered on like plastic that's been smashed into the Earth's core for 10,000 years?
Absolutely.
And the answer there is
Yes.
We're not making it
We're
that
already
far.
made of microplastics.
yeah. The answer there is we won't be around in 10,000 years. But yeah, it's, if
The
we are,
dinosaurs will
if we're
come
still
back.
alive.
If we're
Yeah,
made
I
of microplastics, then our bodies will persist forever.
It's our version of immortality.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's
We've achieved it
microplastic.
via microplastic.
Being
The
a
last-
styrofoam cup.
The last
Yeah.
humans are still here.
Never die.
They're over there in the garbage heap.
To be fair,
They look-
emotionally, I am probably McDonald's cup anyways, so.
Those are
Alright.
paper though.
Someone quote that.
Are
Or
they?
sometimes they're like the clear plastic.
They're definitely
Emotionally,
plastic.
I'm a McDonald's cup. Got it. That might be a brand new
All right.
sentence.
Well,
All right.
yeah, nothing's brand new, but yeah. So now that we've gotten that out of the
Hocus
way,
Pocus too?
we've
Sorry.
gotten in the mood. What?
Charles
Hocus
put Hocus Pocus.
He's a fan, or he just knows the name of it, and he heard us say it.
I was asking. I was engaging Charles.
That's fair.
Anyways,
Hocus
continue.
Pocus is a good one. A good Halloween one.
Engage the Charles.
All right. So, it's been a little bit since we played last. We were forming a ritual to exercise some spirits, very Halloweeny, from this ancient clan dagger that belonged to the first High King of the Dwarves. And in the process, you actually got to speak with High King Targic's phantom. He came out of the dagger and sort of gave you guys a quest almost. Like he kind of like set you on your way to maybe uncover his final resting place. So among other things, giving you a great deal of responsibility. And then right as you were sort of leaving this crypt, this cemetery where you'd gone to kind of commune with the spirits, Elnat was stopped by a familiar figure in the shadows. So we will pick up right where we left off right there. It's just like, Elnat! Elnat, is that you? It's your father.
He'll look around it. Am I able to see him? Is he just kind of
Yeah,
off
so
to-
there's
the
a
side?
I would imagine like yeah, it's like you could almost dismiss it as a trick of the candles or something, but you see like a shadowy form that wears your father's face.
I'll approach very cautiously and just being a little wary. Father, is that you? I thought you were away on business. What happened?
I don't know. I remember being called away and packing the wagons for a long journey. He's like, but somewhere along the way, we got lost. Or someone found us. And again, he kind of like is like looking around, like he can hear and see things that you can't.
Okay. And I can tell for sure it is my father.
Of course.
Okay.
On your third name day, we gave you a hammer and you hit your sister in the face with it.
Of course it obviously is you now. I can tell.
That was a good lesson.
Yes, hit harder.
We shouldn't have given it back to you.
What happened on the road? What can you tell me? Who did this to you?
I wish I could remember. I know we were called away. It was official business. I wish we were going to a city down below. What was the name of it? I can't recall.
Was it in that letter that he provided me?
It's possible. I don't remember if it was or not.
I don't think it was either, but I was scrolling through to see if I could find anything.
I don't understand. Why can't I touch you? And he like reaches out and just kind of like passes through you and like turns to mist for a minute again. Yes.
You're a ghost. Something's happened to you and you're no longer here. What? And you can see Elnat's starting to get a little. He's a little shaky at the moment.
He's a little worked up about it.
Yeah, he's kind of freaking out.
A ghost. There was so much I had left to teach you and your many, many siblings.
Can't even count them.
I think we talked about it originally. I don't even remember what we decided on, but Elnat's got a lot of siblings.
Yeah, he's got quite a few.
He's the 111th.
Yeah, that's right. But he's just like,
Oh,
I have so much business left unfinished. You can't let this go unpunished, my son. And he starts like fading back into the darkness, and he's like, avenge me! Avenge me!
Elnat kind of sits there for a second, and he's not really moving other than just kind of his body shaking, in anger. If anyone happens to be around Elnat, things start to get really hot around him. Eventually, after a few seconds, like a ring of fire just kind of appears and encircles Elnat. The fire it grows, and it engulfs him almost like a tornado of fire. But there's something else like mixed in with this fire. It's like almost like a physical darkness swirling amongst the flames.
This is all happening in the crypt, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
where are we?
Okay, we're still in the crypt. Got it. I thought.
Yeah.
So this is insane. Got it.
Yes.
And Elnat then draws his clan dagger, and he slices it across his palm, drawing a large pool of blood, and it starts to drip onto the ground. And whenever it drips onto the ground, it'll sizzle on impact just because of how hot the fire is around him. And Elnat will say, I, Elnat Largehand, of Clan Mulgrade, take this oath. In the name of Angrad and Drungvit, I swear to punish all those involved with the death of my father. May all those who brought harm upon him meet justice by the blade of my axe. May Angrad guide me to bring justice to evildoers. May Drungvit help me find those who are responsible. Justice shall be my guiding light, and blood shall pave the path that I walk. May Coles hold me to this oath until it is fulfilled. And he takes a knee and places his bloody hand into the ground, mixing like the blood with the earth, like sealing that oath into the earth. And after a few minutes, the fire will kind of die down. And once it's finally subsided, Elnat will stand up with grim determination on his face. And you can tell that there's definitely something different to Elnat other than, the oath and learning of the death of his father. But you can tell he's struggling to contain something.
I don't even know what to
Nicely
say.
done, Justin.
Yeah, that was dope. I don't know what to say.
Bottle cap.
Nice.
Nice.
Now that's power.
All right.
We're down here. Like, did we turn around and see this all happening? Like,
Yeah,
are we,
I have to imagine, like I said, imagine everybody was kind of filing out, and then Elnat kind of fell behind, and so that would have been maybe the guys up front didn't hear it, but somebody from the back could have turned around and all of a sudden the corridor is lighting up with fire and stuff. It was just run back, and it's what's going on? And so you guys kind of emerge, and you see this kind of transformation that's kind of taken place over Elnat. He is now Super Saiyan 2. No, but yeah, it's a very cool story moment.
Yeah. Okay.
I did
I
find
think Walker
the
would be
letter.
trying to help him get out of it until he realizes that it's something ritualistic going on. So.
I
Yeah,
did
you
find that
definitely-
letter, by the way, Brendan. He went to the
Did you?
city of Ember.
There you
Ember,
go.
fire, tornado, earth.
Yeah.
Ah. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Elnet. How do you? No, I got to get my accent back here at top of the morning to you. Elnet, are you all right? What in the world was that? Are you okay? And Gorik, he's bleeding.
Fine. Someone killed my father while he was on his way to do business in Ember.
My God, did just happen? How did you know that? I heard you talking to someone in here.
Whenever we got back from our journey to recover the blade, I had a message from my father that he was leaving to do business, and Elnat looks at the ring that he has from that like his father's ring, and he kind of looks at it and he just kind of stares at it for a second, and I don't know who was involved with it, but I will find them, and it is my sworn oath to bring them to justice.
All right, well, I'm sure the rest of us will help you in any way that we can.
I appreciate it.
If you're sure you're all right, I guess we'll continue on. Is that something that needs to take your full focus right now, or?
No, it's done. I just need to find out who is responsible for this.
Aye, all right. Well, hopefully we can find something.
Aye. And he'll just kind of grimly walk along.
Okay.
Yes,
That's
this
intense.
group is no strangers.
He's very much in his own head at this moment.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Okay.
Been there, done that.
I will. That's fair. I will leave you to it then. All right. Well, I think we were about to head down. Or do we need a rest? What time is it?
I don't really recall. No, you guys had spent the better part of a day. Like, you did all this research today. Like, you got up, did all this research,
We went
and then
down.
came down here, did this ritual. You're probably a little bit exhausted. It would definitely make sense to probably take a day,
All right.
recuperate, and then set off looking for your next lead, right?
Well, we're going down to the depths to talk to the.
The last survivor of the worm attack.
Or trying to.
Mhm.
Yeah, which they have a name. What kind of? It's I'm looking through our notes.
I don't remember. It was made up, so it sounded weird.
All words are made up. God, it
Yeah, your
was
goal was to
seek
try
the
and
survivor
find
of the great worm Zogu Totoru, a Drathnelar?
Drathnelar,
Drathnelar, okay. Which we think is down in the depths.
which basically means deep gnome.
The deep gnome, that's right.
That's
cool.
right.
Alright, so, alright, well, it's getting late. I figure we'll head down to the depths in the morning if everyone wants to take leave and meet back at Helgen's like we normally do. I think Walker will just go home, get a rest in.
Yeah, Elnut's definitely gonna head home and
Yeah,
inform his family of
Is your
tragic
dad dead?
tides.
That's terrible. Okay.
It's definitely
Yeah.
terrible every time. No, every time that
Sad
Justin
timing.
said his dad was dead, I
You
thought you were
wait
gonna
for
do it, and you just did it. I was literally about to say it.
Oh man, it's so good.
So you all get some rest. There's an opportunity there, for anybody to do any business that they need to do around town. If somebody needed to make a purchase of some kind, like you could certainly do that. But you also kind of all agree to meet at kind of an early time the next day and then start heading down to the depths.
Haru gets everyone together before we all split ways. Actually, right after Elnut leaves and gets the rest of them together, and says that we should probably go to the Walgreens and get a card. Everyone sign it.
Sorry,
thinking
your
of
dad's
you,
dead.
best wishes. Sorry for your loss.
And the next day when Elnat shows up, he's like wearing a tie and he's really uncomfortable.
Maybe a pizza party.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll bring
Pizza
donuts
parties,
in the morning.
Yeah.
Everything.
Exactly. Fuck, there was something else I was gonna say. Oh, did we? I mean, I guess it's up to the individual person. Did we want to talk at all briefly about what minor gifts we think we're gonna choose for our relics that we got? The three of us that got relics, or keep that a secret?
Oh,
I would like to keep mine a secret.
You got a relic.
I know I apparently did not do my due diligence on picking anything in relation.
That's all right. I think I sent that stuff out like today or yesterday.
Yeah.
So it's all
Well,
right.
also to be fair, I am terrible at checking Discord, and I find it, and when I do, like, I find it very hard to figure out where things have been posted. So I will work
Yeah.
on that.
That's fine. I think it can probably come out as a surprise for all of you guys.
Cool.
The first time you get to use your gifts in combat or elsewhere. You know, some of them are not combat
Not
abilities.
combat oriented. Yeah.
Okay, but it is cool. The three of you have relics that are tied kind of to this quest that are going to advance in power as you do more things, and it's kind of dependent on what relic you have. You know, it's like some relics are more about like, you know, like avenging someone or justice, or maybe not like the opposite of that, like preventing injustice, or like there's lots of different things that could be.
Mine's like two hands shaking each other is like what it looks like in that picture, and it goes in my beard. It does say it's like a cool thing. It's like whenever I meet someone and like I'm using it, like talk to them, like create a relationship with them for the first time, one of the hands changes to look like the creature that I'm speaking with. So it's
that's
like
cool.
if I'm like meeting like an orc
Yeah,
for the
I saw
first time
that.
or whatever, like the hand kind of like changes to look
No,
like
it-
one, and that
It's
might have
whenever
been
you
something
become
just like
friends.
yeah. Well, that's like something that it's been doing from the beginning, right? Like that didn't just start happening. Like it's been a
Right,
relic
right,
this
right.
whole time. So that might have been something that like maybe some of you would have noticed, but like I probably wouldn't have, because it's like I'm not looking at my beard when I'm talking to people. But like maybe you guys are like, why is this thing doing this? So I thought that was a cool little bit there.
Yeah. It's always concerning when you start talking to somebody that just looks like a human, and then the hand changes to like a jelly blob, and you're just like,
Might give
Something's
away.
not
Honestly,
right here.
I wonder how powerful that is. Like that might like
Dead
reveal secrets and
giveaway.
shit. Like.
he's a dead giveaway. All right. Well, so my question is, this is kind of like the first time I feel like you guys have had to like, well, maybe not the first time, but it's circling back to the beginning of the book where you really didn't know what you're doing next, and you kind of have to like get information from people. Does anyone have any like real skill to gather information in that sense, or do you have an idea of who you would talk to try and track this person down?
So we have the person, and I have to scroll back through our notes, so I'm going to describe it at a high level, that the two that we helped save from that like obstacle course thing that lived down in the depths, they were part of that group, that assassins group or whatever, right? Am I remembering that correctly? That is the only connection that I can think that we have created from previous adventures. So I think that Wakroon would target them first, at least to say, hey, do you know of any like deep gnomes that live in this area, and kind of get a general direction. But otherwise, like, it's diplomacy checks to gather information, right? And I have the diplomacy check relic now or whatever, so I think that like Wakroon would be more than happy just chatting up people to see if he can get any sort of direction when we're down in the depths. So,
and it's a known story, right? I mean, of this surviving gnome, of this great beast.
yeah.
So I'd imagine, we could do just like some society scrolling and trying to find people that have heard of it or
Probably,
know
yeah.
anything.
I assume that one of Angoric's negative traits is that he thinks all short people know each other, and so he will ask out Audrey if she knows.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
Mm,
She's, what is she? Is she a gnome?
she's halfling.
Halfling.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. That was one of my traits, thinking all short creatures are the same race, even though I'm
Okay.
a short.
Does anybody know the names of the two characters that Austin was talking about?
I'm scrolling back through our list of episodes, and then I'm going to
the
correlate it with notes to try to figure it
little
out.
lizard guy and the rat folk, right?
Right.
Referring to, but I don't remember their names.
I'm going to find it.
It's like episode
Fuska
13 or something like
And
that.
Fazil?
Usa and Fazil.
Yeah,
Yep.
Fazil. Yep. Good job, Dalton.
Nicely
And
done.
good job, whoever took notes.
Thank you, Josh.
Yeah, so you remember that the long time ago, you guys were down in the burrows region of the depths, just kind of the tunnels that are down there, that you ran into a rat folk by the name of Usa, and she was looking for her friend Fazil, who is a kobold, and he had started the Black Noon Gauntlet, which is like a maze to prove that you could be part of the Black Noon Thieves Guild.
Foolish ambition.
That's
It's all coming back to me now.
So that's a
That's
while
how we
back.
learned-
It's
It's been a minute.
We were the mountain is on the equator. That's how we learned that.
Yeah.
because of the
So yeah, can we would we know where to find them? Like, can we?
You would definitely be able to get back in contact with them if that's
Okay.
what you want to do. Yep.
I mean, that's Wakroon's vote at least. I don't know about everyone else. If anyone else has any other ideas.
I'm
Go for
sorry,
it.
I heard somebody ask what time it is right now, but I don't remember hearing the answer.
It's morning now.
This is the
We've-
next
we've
day.
slept.
Yep, we just rested.
We're gonna sleep.
So you got a
Okay.
full rest in on your sheet if you were down anything.
Yeah.
And I think there's still some donuts left. If you want one with sprinkles.
Thank
You like chocolate?
Yeah. With sprinkles?
Yeah, I think there's a couple sprinkles left.
I think dwarves probably love donuts with sprinkles. Just seems like a dwarf thing to do. I feel like they'd make a really mean like apple cinnamon or
Oh.
apple like cider. You know, like apple cider donuts.
I think it just always feels like the fall in the mountain. You know,
Maybe.
like that type of food.
Do you think they put jelly in all of them? Because they really like to have like a nugget of something in.
It's
in
very
there,
possible.
You know.
They like a like a little. That's good. I like that.
Stickleberry
I was gonna
jelly?
expand on it, but I couldn't think of it.
Yeah, exactly. Stickleberry jelly.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you,
full
Lorna.
circle.
Stickleberry Stickler. Good stuff.
All right.
So that's.
Yeah, I mean,
Does
that's-
anyone else have any other ideas, or do we want to all go with that to start with?
I'm good with starting there just because I don't have any other better
Contacts or anything?
suggestions.
Yeah.
At least not yet. They may be able to give us some other.
Some branching
Direction.
paths.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it's not very difficult. You guys make the trek all the way down to the depths, you know, the bottom part of High Helm. So you guys are considerably deeper into the mountain than you were to start with. And the burrows are kind of in the northern region. It's like a series of tunnels, and you kind of navigate away. You kind of remember taking this straight or this straight, and like you're looking for something that looks familiar. And then USA just kind of pops out of nowhere. Let's see if I could find.
Her arm.
Let's see what's a good screen to. Yeah, just throw us all back onto. Do I have a blank one somewhere? I don't.
Brenda's trying to figure out where we're at.
I was just trying to give you like a
About to be on where we're at.
Yeah,
blank
does Usa
map
get a
of any
surprise
kind.
round?
Yeah.
But she does appear, and she's just sort of like, "What are you all doing back down here?"
I don't remember you sounding like this, Usa. Are you okay?
What did I sound like before?
I remember it sounding really sweet and young,
Oh.
girlish, not.
Exactly.
Sweet. and
Just like
young.
this.
Well, the last time we heard her, she was worried about her brother being in danger, so she had a different tone about her.
I don't think
Fair.
it was brother, unless it's one of those weird.
Whoa, whoa,
You know,
whoa.
they're like halvesies.
Thank you so much for rescuing Fuzzle.
Oh, that's closer. That's closer to what you used to sound like.
Okay.
I don't remember it at all. That's all
Yeah, I
right.
don't either, so.
It's been a
I
long time.
remember it not
That's fine.
sounding like a little Italian man.
Hi,
What's the matter with you?
hi, Fusa. It's been now. I got to find my accent again. I keep fucking
Usa.
losing it. Usa. It's
My
been a
name
minute.
is Mufasa.
Mufasa.
Where you Usa been?
Hi.
Where are you been?
God
Where are
damn
you
it.
been, Okide?
Hi, how's Fazil doing? Is he doing all right? I'm doing the Italian thing now too.
That's so racist.
I'll try. Top of the morning to you. Hey, how's he doing? Still doing all right? Has he tried to do the gauntlet again, or has he got his wits about him?
Well, he came back with one of the
Oh, that's right. Probably don't need to do it
that
twice.
that was all you needed. Yeah.
Hey, so has he joined the organization then?
I've been really
Thieves
insistent.
Guild.
I've been really insistent on that we could make our way without joining up with the likes of them. But he's been kind of quiet and he's kept to himself lately. He slipped off quite a few times without me being able to keep track of him. I think he probably is working with them.
Hey, well,
Yeah, and we
Well, as
gave
long
him a
as-
chance.
as long as, well, we actually have a contract out for his head. That's why we're here to see you.
What?
I
No,
know.
don't believe you're an accessory at the moment, but we will have to keep you from leaving town.
You have the right to remain silent, actually.
This is escalating far too fast.
No, actually, we're here on some different business. It's going to sound a bit strange, but are you familiar with any Drathnelar that live down here, the deep gnomes?
Oh, you mean Drathnelar?
Drathnelar. Sorry, the way that it's spelled in our notes is KT instead of RTH. So it
Oh,
keeps
that's
throwing me
definitely
off.
not how it's spelled, but it's all right. It's like, well,
And no disrespect to our notes taker. I don't want to take notes, so I'm not complaining at all. I just was trying to explain the reason that I've mispronounced it twice now. Thank you.
well, it's kind
A
of
little comment.
that was from The Office.
Oh,
A
comment.
little comment. So she says, oh, you're probably looking for Jirelga.
Aye, maybe. What's her story? She fight
Well,
off big
she's
worm.
Yeah, she used to be part of the community, Goldredge. It's a Drathnelar community, not too far from here. It's
Down
it's
deeper.
kind of down into the down into the caves.
Aye.
And she used to be part of Goldredge until it was destroyed, and then she moved to town. She's a very kind and very talented explorer and guide. She's she kind of hires her services out and guides people through the deep tunnels. But if you're looking for her, I've got really bad news for you.
Aye.
What?
Was she
What is
brutalized by
this?
some puppets?
Aye. Don't tell me that she's passed.
Oh no, nothing like that.
All right. Well, then what could
it's-
it be? Mute.
Well,
Blind.
she was arrested a few weeks ago.
Aye, what was it? Was it cryptocurrency?
No.
Really? They're getting
There was,
everyone for that.
You
She
had
said,
you had an opportunity to say crypto mining.
Oh, I did. I'm just not
Illegal
quick with that.
mining operation. No, no.
was-
Actually, she
They're transporting
accused-
miners.
they accused her of smuggling, which
Aye.
is not something I would have ever thought she was capable of.
Interesting. How long ago did they get her?
Well, it was probably a couple weeks ago. I mean, it was before you all came looking for me and Fazil. For some of you, it's probably before you even got to the city.
Drathnelar. So what I know is the separation of the layers of the mountain only where people live, or is there like different governments or police, or like is the jail down here? Or is we're gonna go back up? Or
Oh,
kind of how does
well.
the society work?
From what I heard, they took her to the Brock.
Hey, Brock, like the trainer.
No, CH
Not quite.
actually.
Oh, incorrect. Interesting.
Brock. But it's well, you know what it is, right? You live here.
Hi. We'll head right there, right away. Did she have a place down here?
Oh, she did. Yes.
Does she still? Or is that the kind of thing that kind of gets
No.
overrun and taken after you're gone for as long
Yeah,
as she's been?
Space is very precious down here. I could probably
Government housing
find her things for you if you want me to look for them.
Well, I don't know. What do you think about that as far as society goes? Would it be okay if we went through her things without talking to her first? She's not
If you
dead.
could,
I
If
feel
you're
like
trying to help her,
yeah, I feel like
absolutely.
if this person's offering, then
Hi, we
There's
that would be
probably-
greatly appreciated. Yeah, thank you, Usa.
okay. So he's just gonna go over to a cardboard box and like pick it up and like bring it over to you guys.
A used candy wrapper and like a sock.
Exactly.
Here's
No,
a
but she says, I've this happens pretty often. We have, corrupt officials come down and kind of sweep through the tunnels and cart people away. So we all kind of band together and try to protect what they have. So we managed to get most of her possessions out of the house before they repossessed everything. And she like uncovers this stuff, and it's like a bunch of kind of what you'd expect an explorer to have. Like she's got a bunch of very nice like climbing equipment and like explorer's tools. Which like if you separate it all out, it's like all of the essentials for a cooking set, a mining set, scribing tools. Like I said, climbing gear. There's like ropes and pitons and things like that. And Elnat will notice immediately the stamped M on all of the tools. Property of Clan Mulgrade.
I was about to say, is it Clan Mulgrade?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. But we don't see anything like a notebook or something that we can learn more about her specifically besides that she is a well-funded adventurer.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are welcome to do some more checks on some of these things. Sarah, I don't know what you're doing, but it sounds like your mic.
Sounds like your mic is either slightly pulled out or there's like a fan blowing on your mic, maybe. Oh, you're on a computer now. You could try turning on crisp. If it's not already. If it's not already.
You keep
on.
like popping. Your microphone keeps popping.
It just sounds staticky.
Yeah.
On occasion. Are you looking at your Discord? I can show you where Crisp is just to see if it's on.
Yeah.
It might eat that. So bottom left, where it says like voice connected and has like your green.
Yeah.
Just to the right of that, the squiggly lines. If you click on that,
Yes.
should be noise suppression. Is that and then click on? Is it turned on or off?
It's been on.
Okay. Why don't you just toggle it once, turn it off, and then turn it back on?
Okay.
It's not all the time. It seems
Yeah, I don't
random.
know
I don't.
what's
It's
going
almost
on.
sounds like a
I think
fan.
I think it's better.
I think you're good.
It just sounded like reverb, like you had like two microphones
Josh
close to
messaged
each
me
other.
and asked if I was making popcorn a while ago. I thought it was when I was typing them out on my keyboard, but
No, I
But,
think you did that.
Yeah, no, that was good.
Yeah, I mean, a roll perception, if that's what we
Okay.
think would be helpful here. Like looking through her stuff to see if anything jumps out. Okay. I rolled a natural 2 for a total of 11.
Okay.
So.
So, go ahead.
I'll have some. Go ahead and finish. I will have something after this. So.
I was just gonna say, I imagine if there's anything that was there, Walkroon ruins it all.
This breaks everything. I just kind of
Go
look.
ahead.
Don't touch.
Since they've got my clan's stamp on it, is it something that this type of this equipment is something that's just sold at any old shop, or is it like, oh, you can really only go this one place to look for it, because then we could potentially go and talk to a specific
Backtrack it.
vendor, yeah, and go from there.
Yeah, so I mean, it's possible for these tools to change hands, different places, and like they are usually that just means good craftsmanship, right? If it's got the symbol of the crafting, you can personally take a look at it if you want. I don't think Walkroon did very well on his check, so perception or crafting, whatever you want to do.
Let's go perception because it's a little higher than my crafting. 17 plus 8, 25 total.
25. Okay. So yeah, you look at this, and you recognize the stamp, and you recognize that like the tools are like made to look very fancy, but picking them up, like you can tell as a craftsman yourself that like the weight of all of these tools is like like it's
Not right.
off. Like it's just like these were hastily made and not something that you would typically see of the Mulgrade clan craftsmanship.
Is the stamp real or?
It looks authentic.
Not just
Not
I
not a
think
typical mole grade.
this
It's
is what
unusual.
she's. This might
Quality.
be what she's went to jail for. What was the
Smuggling?
word?
No, forgery.
Smuggling. Maybe
Smuggling.
this is she's smuggling this. Real quick, Nicholas got banned in chat for a second, or got checked
Yeah.
because the message held a sex-based term. He said, "I'm double fisting streams on Twitch."
And that's too many fists for Twitch.
And
Yeah.
if you
I have
Singular
added.
fist, noted.
I have added fisting as an allowed term.
Okay, good.
if you don't know why fisting is not an allowed term, then you probably shouldn't be using
That was
Go
the
the,
ask
word
your
auto,
fisting.
parents.
the auto mod hit you.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Okay.
it
All
is
right.
now. Yeah, I
It
bet
is
that's
now,
what she's
Nicholas.
smuggling. If you like say that out loud, and we just learned about smuggling, and like if you just like I guess the question is if you just glance at it, it looks okay, but it's only like when you pick it up and are actually looking at it that it. It's not. I bet that's what she was trying to smuggle.
I mean, it definitely would
Because
be.
she wasn't using it, right?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I would. Does it look like it's been used, or does it look like it's?
No, so I mean, taking a look at it, like you guys can all kind of inspect it, and in fact, like the cooking tools look like they've got a magical aura around them, which is with an enchantment designed to like chop the ingredients swiftly. Yeah,
that's
it's
cool.
like it.
That's
It's like there's like there's, but it's all of it look like you said it's kind of all still like packaged together and like ready to be moved.
Okay. So yeah, that
Did
lends
we-
more credence to this is what she was being.
when
she was
you
smuggling.
kind of pick up and move the tools around a little bit, there's
Mm-hmm.
a slip of paper falls out onto the ground.
Ho ho. What is this?
Oh.
I'll go ahead and pick it up and check it out.
All right. It's a handwritten business card. It's the symbol of a double-sided axe being
Okay.
slammed into a loaf of bread.
That's awesome.
It's like
Not the-
slicing bread with a war axe, a battle axe.
Elnat just looks at it. That is not its intended use, sir.
After you just swore to avenge your father with your axe, you see this blasphemy.
Is that a symbol of someone that I would know? Like do diplomacy,
yeah, I
society, anything like that, if
I
needed.
think those of you guys that are from town would recognize that it's a bakery that opened up in the depths and did not last very long. It closed up shop pretty soon after.
Well, if they're slicing their bread with a fucking great axe, I can understand why.
Yeah. A lot of turnover.
Mm-hmm.
Did we?
This might be a good starting place for looking for more clues. Maybe it's a storehouse or something.
I agree. Let's see if we can't learn where the location is and maybe take a look around. Did we learn in the very first episode that we played of this game? We found that someone was illegally mining, right? Way up high.
Yeah.
Did we ever come to any sort of conclusion about if that was like a smuggling thing?
No, I don't think we learned anything
don't-
about that.
Yeah, I think we
That's
passed it
something,
along to people, but
Okay, that's something to keep in mind, maybe.
Yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
know if there's any connection, but it kind of feels like maybe all of the things that we did in the first part of this adventure will eventually come to mean something more later
we're
on.
coincidentally
Maybe
all
that's me.
connected.
Horribly meta of me to say out loud, but that's kind of where my mind is right now. But it could be cool.
We should go talk to the cops.
They sound corrupt.
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. Get some information there.
That's true. I think
Track.
while we're down
Be a
here,
little
maybe
bit more
check out
listening.
where that building used to be, and then if we don't have any other leads, go see if we can't perform a prison break. Maybe legally, potentially illegally.
I would love to do a legal prison break. That would be fascinating.
Well, it's just like getting out on time or whatever. Like it's kind of breaking.
Bail.
Yeah, bail. Hi, this the symbol here that Elnat's found, a bakery. Do you know where that used to be?
Sure.
Hi, can you Can you point us in the right direction, or maybe lead
Yeah, it's
us
right
there?
over there. No, yeah, yeah. I think it's let me verify.
Is it labeled on the map?
It's not labeled on the map. No.
Yeah. It's not high noon.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it has an official place on the map, but it is in the depths area that you guys are in. So we'll just say it's like one of the other segments of the burrows. So you guys have to kind of follow some tunnels and go through caves. But she's basically just like, like straight shot this way. You can't miss it. Like it's still got the sign out front.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thank you, sir. You've been of great help. We'll let you know what happens. And best of luck with your thieving half-brother.
Well, I hope he learns his lesson before he gets thrown in jail like Jirelga did.
Oh, who's Drelka?
Jirelga? The
Oh,
gnome?
the girl we're looking for. Got it.
You don't use the market as
Well,
Were you listening when I started this conversation?
I was, yes.
I thought it was Goldbridge, is what you said.
Goldridge is where
No.
Drelga was from.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the name of the settlement that she was from. Well, at the very least, if he does well, then you'll have lots of money, so...
I need subtitles for me.
You need subtitles that can
Subtitles
somehow
for life.
understand completely
Yeah.
made-up fantasy words.
The names and words from a fantasy land. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so is that what you want to do next?
Transcribed for like subtitles for like disabilities and stuff. Like I
I-
thought Twitch actually has.
I
Like, a-
can do that, yes.
Transcription.
It seemed like it wasn't working very well, so I stopped doing it at one point, but I could probably give that a shot again at some point. Did Nicholas say I certainly wasn't listening?
Yeah. So yeah, you've got a couple of options. You could go track down. You could go to the Broke and try to talk to Jirelga, or you could go looking for this bakery.
Roll on the broke, can we? Where is that? Is that down here with us? You said
You guys would know. Well, you guys would know, and you'd be able to ask Usa too. The Broke is all the way up in King's Crown.
Okay.
It's the top of High Helm, and it is a privately owned prison.
Ooh, private prisons. Hell yeah. Okay. So yeah, just discover what we can down in the depths, and then make the journey to the tippy top of the mountain. Our quads just have to be insane.
Yeah, we'll say that maybe Angoric knows the full history of the Broke because they teach it in the church. There's a time when the priests of Droskar kind of ruled High Helm, and like they built a couple of towers, and then when much later on, it was converted into a private prison, like a very wealthy dwarf basically purchased these things and turned them into a jail, and has been running kind of a privatized prison that's locks up really anybody for a fee.
Mm-hmm.
So very much a corrupt thing going on.
Wow. This
But
is
she
the
was
first time
smuggling
I felt
stuff.
any sort of resemblance in our fantasy world to America.
It rears its nasty head again.
Just
Okay.
wait till you have to get surgery done.
And Gorik will always be around to heal us. All right, yeah. Can we go down to the defunct bakery and just see if we learn anything there?
Sounds good to me.
Hit it.
All right, so you guys travel through the tunnels a little bit, making your way to where the bakery is, and you kind of see from a distance. It looks like, they were taking advantage of some of the like fissures that go into the earth here that occasionally vent like very, very hot fumes to like power a bakery here. And it's in a neighborhood called Folgrit's Kitchen. And so there's like a number of other bakeries that still are successful. But if you kind of go to one of those suboptimal spots without a lot of parking, you know, like around back. There's kind of like this like shuttered bakery. It looks like there was like two rectangular buildings that kind of had these stone buttresses, and then there's like now like a brick wall. There used to be an alley between the two of them, and there's like a brick wall that's been built to like block off the alleyway or turn into like one long building.
I'll have you know,
Go ahead.
Charles really loves the word buttresses.
Does
So
he?
if he's still listening, he got really excited when you said buttresses.
I'll write it in the chat. Stone buttresses.
Capricorn's back.
Yep.
What the hell is
Somebody is shooting Sarah right now.
that? Yeah. Oh
It
my
just sounds like
God.
static feedback. That's, yeah.
Pop, 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 pop.
I have to imagine
Can't microwave.
I have to imagine she's literally just sitting there just like we are right now. It's just.
I am.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just gonna start muting myself. Goodbye.
Yeah,
I don't know.
no,
I don't even know
it's-
if that would help. Okay.
Well, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you guys like see this building, and like you said that like they said it was like closed up, and it looks like there's like smoke wafting from the chimneys, like it's like someone like it's actively in use. It does not look like a very reputable bakery. It doesn't look like a place that you'd love to go into. You guys do anything on approaching it?
Well, if Walkroon sees it's closed up, but smoke is coming out, I think I would try to not make it obvious that that's what we're looking for or doing. Is there a lot of people around? Could we like get up and like look into it and like without seeming suspicious, or is it a fairly like active area and that would be obvious?
I think it's pretty abandoned. It's like even like relatively
Same thing's
busy.
happening at our house now. The same sound that's at Sarah's mic just happened outside our house. It's a ghost.
Ooh, spooky.
Spooky season, September
Spooky.
25th. Ooh.
So I would say that it's
Coming
not
for your ears.
it's not a very busy part of town.
No.
So like you guys would be kind of like the only ones on the street right now. There's maybe like a couple alleyways where people could like be kind of like observing, and maybe
Okay.
I would imagine there's like at least one or two people there somewhere, but they're not like they're kind of minding their own business, like very much
Well-
like they look like they potentially live here.
I would say, regardless, trying to seem inconspicuous and do a perception check in an attempt to look for anyone hiding or any sign of like where people have been coming in and out of to like get into this building. So I think the idea is to discover what's going on inside this building, but the idea is also to not just have
Do we want to
five
case
of us
it?
walk in. Yeah, kind of like case the place. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Maybe
can we
just-
just like stand on the other side and just kind of watch at a distance for?
A little bit.
Elnat is kind of he's kind of on the fence of being smart about this and waiting, and also just kind of barging in there and being like, "Yeah, I'm looking for some some climbing equipment. I hear you guys have some good ones," type of stuff. Because he's he's a little pissed that his clan's stuff is being knocked off. So he
On
he
top.
kind of wants to just go in, but also knows that's probably not the smart move.
So if you start moving forward a little bit, Walkroon might be like, we can barge in here in a second. Let's give it a minute or two to see what's going on first. Don't have to wait long, I promise.
I would like to do a perception check on the building, specifically looking for like traps, like maybe if they have a string tied to some cans to let people know that, or let them know that people are coming, type of stuff.
Yeah, I just rolled perception as well. 25.
Not great. 16.
I
Alright.
rolled a 16.
You
Nice.
guys are, trying to look kind of inconspicuous on the other side of the street, like observing a little bit, and maybe Elnat is like watching the building very carefully. And Walkroon, you like glance around behind you just in time to see like a hooded figure rushing up to you from behind.
Oh shit!
All right, so you see this guy approaching, and then he flips his hood off, and you see Fazil, and he's like, shh. And he like grabs you all and kind of like pulls you away from this place, and he says, "What are you doing here?"
Fazil, actually, I'm gonna point out, Wakroon has a -1 to stealth. So I just feel like Wakroon maybe thinks that he knows what's like. It's so bad he thinks he's decent at it, but it's really, really not good at. Hi, Fazil, what are you doing here?
Just thinking the same thing.
We were just trying to see what's going on inside that place. Oh, sorry.
Don't you know?
No.
This place is a Black Noon hideout now.
Hi, well then why are you being quiet? Don't you work for them?
Because you don't just show up to thieves' guilds and walk in the front doors when you don't know anybody here.
We didn't yet. Hi,
We
so you're
were
saying that
technically-
We know you, Fazil.
Fazil, so you're saying that you can get us in?
Look. I just got into the guild, okay? I can't be seen just bringing in random strangers to the guild, one of the guild hideouts.
But we're not random strangers.
Didn't we tell you not to do that?
We saved your life.
Yeah. I understand
You
that.
owe us.
And I appreciate that.
All of
But
us.
I this is a good gig. This is for me and Usa. We're trying to make it.
Do you think that you could bring in 1 or 2 of us then? My friend Elnat here would really like a piece of whoever thinks it's okay to be selling counterfeit goods.
I don't know. Do you know for sure that it came from here?
No, I suppose. Are you selling counterfeit goods?
Well,
Yes.
I mean that is definitely a thing that the Thieves Guild does.
Yeah, definitely.
There was a
I
card
don't know how
for
much
this
you know about
place.
Thieves Guilds.
There was a card for this place in with the counterfeit goods, so
Are you familiar with Grelga? The deep gnome that got arrested a few
Jirelga?
weeks back. Jirelga, damn it!
No, I don't. I've never heard that name before.
Oh, okay. You haven't.
So this is a situation where, yes, you've helped out Fazil before, and he likes you guys. But, you know, doing something to help you out here might potentially put his membership of the guild in jeopardy. So if you want to, you can try and request a favor. You know, I don't know what kind of diplomacy check or something like that. You know, could get you a favor here. Or you could try. He's like, if you. I don't. Have you talked to a higher up about this? I don't know that I have the authority to let you guys wander around inside there.
We could say that we forced you to.
Oh, like it.
Get
like
help.
a crossbow point.
Oh yeah, we could get help.
I
throw you
don't
in.
understand the reference. Was that from like a bad comic book movie?
Oh, and I kill him.
He dies.
Oh,
While Kroon is filled with rage.
no. Yeah, go ahead.
do they know that you've come out to talk to us? Or are
That's
you
part of my
here on
job.
your own?
That's part of my job, is to watch the front door and make sure that no one manages to get inside without our saying so.
How about
That's
this?
written consent of the Fazil.
Correct.
How about this? We, and this is, Elnat's not gonna get too into the details, but we make it seem that you are not at fault for us coming in. Elnat has a
rough me
plan.
up?
Perhaps.
Fine,
Not-
but this is
not
the
too
good
bad.
side of my face. Oh Jesus! I only had 1 HP.
I didn't sleep from last
Shit, I forgot to toggle non-lethal.
That's right.
Yeah, we could. Fazil, we could act like you never saw us. Look the other way. Come in 5
Then
minutes
they'll
from
fire
now.
me for not doing a good job.
Aye, but we could say that we were really stealthy.
There's people right on the
But
inside.
if
They'll
we-
know.
How many? What are they?
If
What
we-
weapons do they have?
Well,
Give us an
If
example.
we knock you out, it's hardly fair for them to say that you were supposed to take on 6 of us.
knock me out. I mean,
It's just for a few minutes. It'll be fine.
Aw.
If
Aw.
you're unconscious, hey, we have 2
Hey.
people here who can heal you. You'll be fine.
Well, what is the concussion protocol over here?
We don't believe in that yet.
Sorry.
Fazil, here's the situation.
Can I wear the guardian helmet? I don't understand.
We're trying to help get someone out of prison, we think. We don't really know yet. We're just kind of investigating the situation. But she had a note in a pile of what we believe to be counterfeit goods. And the note had the symbol of this location right here. So we need to get in there
This
to
one?
figure out what's going
He
on.
points at it.
Yeah, this one right here.
This one?
Uh-huh. The Crits
That's
and
it?
Cantrips logo. It was right there.
This one?
And so we need to get in there. And we don't want to hurt your reputation, but we will. You owe us each of us, an individual favor. That is 5 favors that you owe us.
Wait a minute.
That's how it
I don't
works.
I don't think that's how it works.
Right, because if any one of us wasn't there, you wouldn't have made it. I remember the situation very exactly. So you owe us 5 favors. What you thinking? What's the best way for you to help us get in there?
Oh, I really think you're gonna have to make some kind of check for this.
I'm happy to do so. Diplomacy.
Yeah, I was gonna roll diplomacy to try to persuade them to do that.
Persuade him. Maybe one of us aid and the other one roll the check. Yeah, does that? We don't both roll it. I have a +10 because of the diplomat's badge. What do you got, Justin?
That's fair. Mine's +8.
Okay, so I'll roll and you'll aid.
That works. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. I guess, Brendan, what's the DC to aid in this? 15 or is it 10?
I don't know.
Well, 15 is like the default level, but it's up to you at the end. Like, default is base. 15 is base.
That's fine. 15's fine.
15 is what I got.
Okay. I was about to say, I can't remember now, actually. I think maybe it used to be 15, but now it's 10, but I guess either way you pass, so. And I rolled I got a 21 with his +1, so a 22 to try to, just get him more on the same page.
All right. Look. We could definitely here. You take some of my things, and I'll go. I'll go try to get some medical help and make it look like I got attacked or jumped or something. But look. He's like, and he can like kind of like give you a rough layout. Let me see if I want to
describe the building and the people inside to us.
Yeah, throw you guys in the map here. So this is a situation. Like I said, it kind of looks like it's supposed to be like 2 separate buildings. Let me see if I could just
Black Dude
take you to
Bakery.
the map.
Loading. Oh, we're almost there.
We're so close.
35 out of 36.
We were this close to greatness.
Still 35 out of 36.
Slytherin can help you on the way to greatness.
There we are.
35 out of 36.
All right,
I
let's
got it
see.
loaded
So he can tell you. I guess I don't have
I'll just
a
pull it
picture
up
of the
on
map.
There it is. Okay.
Oh, I know why.
It's the map. It's the map. It's the map. It's the map. It's the map.
So he can tell you a little bit about what the inside vaguely looks like. He's like, you're gonna go in, and there's gonna be kind of a counter, and there's gonna be a few thugs sitting there like watching the door, and they're gonna try to sell you baked goods. But you don't want any of those baked goods because pretty much we're running illegal, it's like counterfeit goods or illicit substances, or like. And he's like, there's another room just past that where all of us have our bunks. There's kind of a bathroom of some kind. There's a hallway, and it goes into like a kind of a training area where we could practice. They tell us, you got to practice for at least an hour a day with the crossbow to get really good at it.
Aye, that's true.
And,
Probably more, really.
no, just an hour a day. They said any more than that, you'll strain your crossbow arm.
Aye, I see.
It gets too heavy to hold it up, for that
Oh,
long.
absolutely.
That's what they told me, at least.
What?
He's kind of trying to give you a little bit of a general idea of the layouts. I'm gonna see. I don't know if I can. No, I don't think I can. Can I take away specific spots of Fog of War? You tell me. No, I don't think.
Be behind the building. I see the
Yes.
Oh. Can you see inside it now?
Just
A
the
little
front
See a
porch
little bit.
room.
Yeah,
One
just
single
like,
room.
Just this
All
building.
right.
Yep.
All right, so he's going to give you the layout of the first few rooms here. He's going to give you what that looks like.
There's the bunks. And the hearth.
Yeah.
And a hallway. He did say there was a hallway.
I'm like really good at describing, like.
Morty, all right.
Oh my God, gee, guys, I don't know if that's where you want to go or not. All right, sorry, that was very disruptive. All right, so you can't see anybody or anything in any of those rooms, right? It's just you just.
Oh, no, we
those,
see
just
them all. No, we can't see anything.
Okay, all right. So that's what I wanted to do, and I'm glad that worked. And
yeah, it looks good.
Never try that again.
This is the same guy that makes all the other cool maps, right?
Yeah. No, this is the guy that redid the maps for Sky King's Tomb.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
remember
okay,
what it's called.
Cool. Shout out him. These looks dope.
Shout out that guy whose name I can't remember. It is I Spidey.
Shout out I Spidey.
So we'll throw him on here. I Spidey maps. I'll throw it on the old witch. Okay. But yeah, so they I Spidey. Like I Spy, but I Spy Die.
I didn't guess.
Oh, I Spy Die
For either of those
what
words.
it is.
I was guessing like an Apple product, and then Spidey, with a Spider-Man.
I Spy Die, I think is probably what it is actually, like the dice. I Spy Die. But okay.
Regardless,
so he kind of gives you a generalized layout of what this place looks like, just the first few rooms at least. And he's like, I really haven't got to go, into the other rooms, and I definitely get the impression that there are some areas that I'm not supposed to see.
Hey, not to worry. So other people come here just to buy stuff then?
Yeah. I mean,
it's so we can just play ourselves off as customers.
Yeah, maybe, but they're not going to let you go, farther back in there.
Hey, well, I think that... All right, that'll work. Are you sure you couldn't just bring us in there and say that you brought 5 people that want to buy some stuff? And then we could persuade our way through it.
I mean...
That's up to you. I just don't want to put you in an awkward position where you're getting in trouble later.
Yeah. And you haven't made friends in there, have you?
No. I mean...
Okay.
They're all a bunch of generic dwarf thugs. I don't even know their names.
Right. And how many of those dwarf thugs would you say are in there?
Oh, there's got to be, a dozen of us at any time.
Half dozen.
No, that's not what I said.
Almost Baker.
Baker's dozen.
Probably not Baker's dozen.
Exactly 12.
No, probably not.
11.
Maybe.
Stop.
Probably.
Certainly possible. I don't know. All right. Anything else more that you can tell us here? Again, we don't want to hurt your friends, but I'm not going to lie to you. We might have to.
I kind of want to hurt your friends.
Elnat does. You're selling counterfeit goods from his clan. It makes them all look bad.
I'm not.
You are part of the organization.
I'm a lookout, so
you're reliable. Yeah.
I'm looking out.
Listen.
You might just avoid us in the future.
Oh, okay. Well.
Or at least Elnat.
Look. You're right. You've done me a favor, so I'll do you a favor. And he runs screaming at the front door.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he runs screaming at the front door, and he runs inside. And then he runs.
Forbidden thought on him.
No, he's helping you. He runs screaming at the front door.
Okay.
And I forgot. I had a token for him this whole time.
There he is.
He runs screaming at the front door.
Wait, does he wink right before he does it?
He does. He winks right before he does it. And then he runs screaming out of the front door, and he's like, and he's got 3 dwarves like running right behind him, like they've got like these very
still, like hidden, or is he running at us?
Yeah, like you guys are casually across. No. He runs the other direction, but he's got so that's Fazil. He runs inside, runs back outside, and then there's these 3 dwarves that you guys can't see. These 3 dwarves.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
they are mean bastards, aren't they?
Yeah, and they just kind of come running out, and then he, like you guys are all, we'll say you guys are all much further back here, out of the way, and so they go running around the side of the building that way, and he's like, I saw him that way, It was a rat. It was as big as my head. And then they're just like, we gotta get it. We gotta get that shit. You know, like they're like taking care of it. So like so you have an opportunity now, and the door is wide open. So I'll go ahead and give you an open door here, and you tell me what you want to do.
Bow.
Would you mind if we moved up just a little bit?
Yeah, you
Okay.
you can go ahead and move. I'm assuming that he takes them, and they run around the far side of the building.
Okay.
They're
We're
gone.
going night hunting.
That's right.
Yeah, I guess get up to like the entrance of the door and then roll a perception check to see if we think anyone's in this first room. If there's anyone left. I rolled a 16 for another 25.
Nice.
Will someone move me up to the group? I'm having trouble with my map tools.
Yep.
Thank you. Merci.
Mercy.
Yeah. So 25. Yeah, you're like listening at the door. You like take a peek in. The front room right now is empty. You hear maybe there's a conversation happening through this door.
Okay.
In this dormitory room. We'll call the first one the front office. But there's nobody left in the front office after those guys run off. But it sounds like there's a conversation happening like in the dormitory room that's past that point. And you know there's another door that goes into this hallway.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what the information that Fazil was able to give you.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any music running, do we?
We don't. I guess the question is here, what, like if they just took all the front clerk people that we would normally talk to, what is our goal here? I don't want to run in and just kill everyone. Like, we almost need to, no. Not first off, at least. I want to walk in and just...
The police are already
the way I see this situation going in my head is we go in, we figure out what's going on, we meet the boss of this area, we talk to him, we tell him that we're trying to get with what's-her-face, we find out that she works for them or got implicated with them somehow, and he like helps us get her out of jail, or that somehow progresses the story. I don't see a situation where we have to come in here and we're fighting everyone. I want to get to the top dog, talk to him, and because I think God, what's her name? Gorelga? Gorelga?
Did Fazil give us the name of like the person who's kind of in charge in this area? Like, oh yeah, he's in charge of this building, like just kind of the not necessarily head of like the
Yeah.
community.
So well, I said I report to a couple of lower level thugs, and he's like, but I heard them saying that the name of the boss was Ygrin.
Ygrin?
We know that name.
I was gonna say we've heard that name, haven't
Why
we?
the fuck do we know that name? Control F. Ygrin Oathcarver. Oh, it's the fucking doucher from the party.
Oh.
Right? I'm not missing.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't actually met him. I just.
No, not talking to you anymore.
Okay.
No fucking shit. Okay, well that changes things potentially.
So we're definitely killing everyone
Is
here.
there
Now
is there a
kill him? Yeah.
is there a one of those little bells on the counter?
Yeah, can
Absolutely.
We,
You
ding?
Yeah.
Okay, then Elnat's gonna walk straight up to it and immediately just start just ding 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 and he'll be yelling, "Hello, this is Elnat here for Ygrin. Ygrin, remember your buddy from the party the other
Jesus.
day?"
All right, we're doing it.
All right. So you guys go into the front office there. This room's open to the public.
I think I'll probably I'm gonna go behind the counter and kind of be over here ringing the bell and.
I've got my spear out to the side.
And
just
yeah,
holding it.
I've got the axe out. Silverforge is gonna be waiting just outside the door, just because it's kind of cramped in here. And
why don't you guys tell me, everybody else who's still outside, where do you want to be at? What do you want to be doing?
I was kind of by the door listening.
That's not the map.
I'm trying to pull up the map. There we are. I'm going to stand next to the door and stand guard, and say, if the bodyguards pop up, I have my cover story for us all.
Okay, good.
Cool.
I'm gonna stand behind Elnat for backup.
Okay, I'm gonna move you up there.
Yeah,
Good.
thank you.
Oh no,
I'll
I
go
moved
in
Karu.
through.
Let's
Sorry,
Karu. Oh shit.
sorry,
Okay.
Karu, I'm not touching you
So
anymore. I don't know
weird.
where you want to be.
Is Huang currently a fox, or is she in her dwarf form?
I think I'm still fox form.
Foxy
I
lady.
feel like it should maybe
Foxy
be, like,
Huang Gopatra.
so we're
You-
not. Yeah.
Do you want Bao in here with us, or do you want
Yes,
him chilling
yes.
with? Okay. I was gonna say he could also chill with Silver Forge.
So Bao's found some burnt bagels, and he's just
Yeah. He's
Hell yeah.
nice and nourished, ready to fight.
okay. So you guys all crowd into that front room. It's got, L-shaped counter. There's some drafting desks, a small table. You notice that the wood-paneled wall opposite the main door has an assortment of sketches and what looks like maybe blueprints for various buildings around town. Normal things to have on a bakery wall.
Around town, as in the depths, or around town, as in like the whole mountain?
Around all of town, yeah.
Okay.
The whole town.
Interesting.
Are they any high-profile ones that we might know? Like,
At a quick glance.
yeah,
Not
like
necessarily.
okay. I didn't know if it was like like what would be the equivalent of like, oh, that's City Hall, or that's the police station type of, equivalent to that or something. But cool.
Okay, so you're ringing on the bell, and you hear like shuffling, and then someone tries to open the door that's directly in front of Wakroon. You let him open it.
Which way does it open?
I'm assuming, according to building code, it opens further into the building.
Then
So away from you.
I'm not like holding on. I just had my ear up to it to like listen into that room. So
No,
yeah, I
so
think
you
it
hear
opens.
someone. You hear someone
you
coming
stumble
right
a
up to
little
the
bit
door.
into it.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Oh hide!
All right. So there's going to be a couple more of these guys standing right on the other side of the door. So you can kind of see what's going on there. Oh, I haven't made them visible. I'll make them visible. I like to double hide everything nowadays because it seems like there's way too many times I've just been like,
So
hey,
far,
hey,
it's
you can see
worked.
everything. All right. Okay. So you open up that door and there's a handful of these guys in there and they're just like, hey, oh, customers, good.
Hi.
Yeah, step back and we'll send someone around to front.
Hey, we're at the
Elnat kind
front.
of. I think Elnat holds up the tools from earlier, and he holds them up and kind of shakes them, and he says, I have words for your boss, Ygrin. Where is he?
Oh, you grin. I don't know who you're talking about. I'm the boss, and my name is Clint, and I could help you with anything that you need.
I mean, it sounds very clearly via Brendan that they're obviously lying. Can we roll like a perception check to like like a sense motive check basically to see if it's obvious that they're lying?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm standing right there listening, so I'm gonna do it. I rolled that's my third 16 in a row for perception checks. That is a 25. That is a Troy Valley special right there.
All right.
We'll switch die. So 25 on perception to sense motive to see if it's obvious that they're lying.
Okay. I don't think perception is sense motive, is it? Is it something else?
Yeah, there's not really anything else sense
don't
motive.
Yeah.
It's definitely an action. I just don't know what.
Is it? I didn't think it was.
Oh, really?
It's also a secret check. It is. It's a perception check against the deception DC of the creature. So.
Okay.
You already rolled it. That's fine.
If you want to roll it again, that's fine.
No, I think you can tell these guys are lying. Possibly that they know you grin, and also possibly that he's the boss. He might just be an ordinary guy.
Okay.
I think at this point where they're obviously lying, Elnat is he's gonna be like, okay, 1 second, and then he's gonna do the let me just scoot past you right by here, past all these people over here.
Awful lot of you came inside. Do all of you need buns?
Which guy was talking? Was it this guy or this guy?
Well, I was talking. It's the bald guy.
The bald guy. Okay. So Elnat's gonna
Oh my goodness.
Elnat is gonna go right up to this guy.
It's quite close there.
And he says, "I don't think you heard me. I have words for your boss, Ygrin. Get him out here." And I'm gonna try roll for intimidation.
Nice.
Is that a secret or is that one that I can roll?
You're trying to intimidate him?
Demoralize is
Yeah,
not
intimidate.
A secret.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and roll.
Coerce is not. And it's...
Only a +2, so it's not bad. 17.
And he goes, "Look, buddy, we don't need to get all bent out of shape here. Why don't you go back behind the counter and we'll help you out? Whatever you need."
Whenever you're forging, or at least dealing with forgeries of my clan's equipment, we make this into a big thing.
Everything that comes out of here is made by a true Mulgrade.
Show me the Mulgrade. And he's still holding the tools, and he's like, this right here is shit. This is not good grade Mulgrade equipment. I would know. I am of this clan. I've built these things myself. This is not our standard. And he throws it on the ground.
Really doesn't like being disturbed, and you're really starting to piss me off. So let's roll for initiative.
That was good. They're really starting to piss me off. All right. I was gonna say, can I hold over? Let's just see if I can roll a 16 again.
Are we all rolling?
Oh my god, I rolled an 18. This die is that's a different die too.
Oh,
Let's go.
Nat
Baby.
20.
Nice.
All right, Brendan, we can see them in the initiative tracker. Not that it matters one way or another, but just as an FYI.
It is. You use.
I mean, it might matter, but...
Here, I rolled a dirty 20 if you want to put that in.
Nice.
I got you. Oh wait, never mind. I can't do it for other people. That's you, dear. Oh, let me switch to this because it seems like I should have looked at the soundtrack. I would have known this was going to go to a battle.
I just added it.
I think normally, like, Elnat probably would not have, like, he would have been a little more cool. But given the fact that, you know, his dad just died and now it's a clan thing, he's taking a little harder than
it's compounding pretty well.
Yeah.
We all let you know that we were in on it. We understood in the card that you got in the morning. So we're all on the same team here. We understand.
Yeah, we're with you.
He dabbed the tears from his eyes with his beard.
As all good dwarfs do.
Exactly.
Keeps a good salty beard.
Okay, let's see.
It's the name of a pirate. Salty beard.
Hey, salty beard.
Okay, let's sort. Wow, you guys got some really good ones. And Gorik, you're going first.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
They haven't attacked us yet, right?
Correct.
They just said the last thing they said is you're starting to piss me
You're
off.
really starting to piss me off.
Okay.
And Gorik is going to hold his turn until, let's see, after Elnat, hopefully. Yeah, after Elnat.
Alright, easy peasy. It's Walkroon's turn.
I'm not going to hold, but I'm not going to attack. I'm going to go ahead and do my exploit vulnerability.
Pull out the gun.
Yeah. I already have my spear out because I said I was holding it, but I'm going to do my exploit and vulnerability. Actually, I guess I pull out my child's first action, exploit vulnerability second. So I'm just looking at them, trying to figure out what are dwarves weak to. Specifically, the one that Elnat is talking to, in case I fail and it matters. So this is going to be a esoteric lore check. That is going to be a 23 against the standard DC for that creature's level.
Okay. 23 is successful.
Just a success,
Um,
not a critical success.
you're gonna make me look it up, aren't you?
Yeah.
Just a success.
Okay, that's fine. So I recall an important fact about the creature. I learn its highest weakness, if it has one. Does it have a weakness? Do they have weaknesses? Nope. All right. There's no weaknesses for these guys, so I learned this particular dwarf's personal antithesis, and it seems to be lying and getting into his face pisses him off. So somehow I'm going to imbue my spear with getting in his face. That should trigger a weakness on him. Third action, I am going to aid Elnat if he attacks, to let him know what the personal antithesis is of the guy. But I will roll a, well, I'll see what he does to determine what I'm going to roll at that time. So first action, pull out my chalice. Second action, exploit vulnerability. Third action, aid.
Okay. Sounds very complicated.
Isn't it
That
lovely?
makes it Karu's turn next.
Oh, cool. Well, they haven't attacked us yet.
Correct.
And so, giving these burly men the benefit of the doubt, Karu is simply going to cast a forbidden message on the hooded one that he can see.
Benefit of a doubt.
Oh, that's cool.
So, if he tries to strike at Elnat, he'll have to break through.
That's so
Okay.
good. That's so cool to do before a combat even starts. You know?
Yeah. So you
And
said
then-
what you said you were going for the orange one?
Yeah, the one to the left.
The hooded
Oh
one.
no, the red.
The
red
hooded
one?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
the one that I can see. But I know that there's another one in there. And so
Mhm.
for my third action, I'm going to cast Message and aid Elnat as well, if I can. I don't know if you can
Okay.
double up. And I'm just going to whisper behind the guy. And
Like
just,
Scarlet Witch.
yeah, pretty much just right behind him.
All right.
Get into his mind a bit.
Run. I just watched that movie recently.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
So
that. Yeah, that's
so it's Yellow's turn. This is guys for all the way at the other end of the room, and he goes, "Oh, are we having fun today or what?" And he's going to draw out a composite short bow
Oh,
and knock an arrow, and just take a shot off at Elnat in there.
Damn, they go straight for lethal. Not even going to try to beat us
Right.
down. All right.
Actually,
Oh, do.
see. Okay, so actually he takes an interact action to dip his arrow in a vial of poison,
Oof.
draws his bow, and shoots at Elnat.
He's really going all out. What a prick.
That's right.
That's dope.
That is a... I'm going to go ahead and assume that
Is he shooting through his boys? Get a little cover.
he is. He is. So that's only going to be a 21 to hit Elnat.
That'll hit.
So...
Luckily, you're dwarvish.
Oh,
Sure.
yeah. Oh, my God. So cool.
7 points of piercing damage. And then make a fortitude save.
It's a plus 10. That's my good one. 28.
Okay, so you're fine.
Nice.
Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Next person is Huang.
Alrighty. Well, probably need to move. If I can move like 25 feet to the left.
20 gets you all the way to directly behind Elnat.
that should work though. So that's one action. Then I'm gonna cast Aqueous Blast, and then use Aqueous Blast for my third turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Who are you? Orange or red?
Red.
All right.
Wait a minute, Sarah, did you say that you moved? You do know that Aqueous Blast takes 2 turns.
Aqueous?
I get
there's-
3 turns.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
3 actions, so.
It was a
You
callback.
fool!
I got it.
All right. What is your attack roll?
15.
15 against one of these guys is a miss.
Poopy.
So he gets splashed with water, and he says, "Oh, they're using water!"
Fire brigade.
All right, so that's Wong's turn. It is Elnat's turn. Actually, does Bao get a turn?
Yes, Bao's an adult now, so he does get a turn.
Just one
But-
action, right?
Yeah, it's just one action though, right? That's my impression as well. So
Yeah.
he just moves over there.
I don't know.
I think it's one action. One
He
action
gets
on
one.
his own.
Yes, he gets one adult action. So he moves over by me, by Mama.
Right next to you or behind you? Or to the right?
Beside me, next to the red guy.
That's a wall. To your left.
Oh, then that's fine. Right where he's at.
Okay. That's why I only moved you 20 instead of 25. Because you ran into the wall.
All right,
He's moved.
checking back in. And Gork, you still holding?
You're muted.
You're muted. On Discord.
Did I miss Elnat going?
No,
I
Elnat's
haven't gone
next.
yet, no.
Okay, all right. Elnat, we'll go Elnat, and then you. Okay, that's fine.
But you can hold till
Okay.
whenever you want. Like, you can say it.
Yeah,
every
I'm
Yeah.
time.
holding for after Elnat.
Okay.
All right. At this point, Elnat is, he's very pissed, but also very happy at this turn of events. And Elnat is going to enter a rage.
Ah,
My rage, I'm
Oh,
still
okay. Okay.
So that's one action. Second action, he's going to take a swing at good old Clint here. It doesn't add to my roll. It's just the damage if I do. Ooh, I'm pretty sure that's gonna hit. 28 to hit.
That'll hit. Actually, it's a crit.
I was about to ask. Hit, not a crit.
Fuck yeah.
eh.
Hit and crit.
All right, so this will be a +2 as well. So it's 12 plus 4 normal.
And who did you say you were attacking?
Clint, the orange.
Okay. I forgot to aid, but you hit anyway, so it doesn't matter. So we'll say I aided. Or we'll say I
Yeah, you
attempted
got
to aid
two aids.
regardless, so, yep.
It's true. 2 of you guys tried to 8.
But you crit anyway, so it super didn't matter.
And it's 2 dice or just doubling?
You double.
Double.
You don't roll twice. Starfinder is the only one where you roll twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not true.
Decent. So 6.
Pathfinder 1E, you roll twice as well?
That's right.
Okay.
So,
Okay, so yeah, it's
maybe.
at 2E they started making it so you
I don't
didn't
know.
roll twice. I just remember Starfinder
20
twice because I thought it was cool.
20
That's right, yeah.
damage on.
I'm gonna just Google it
Clint.
right now, all 3.
Okay. 20 points of damage. This is with your axe.
Yep.
All right, so you just lay into this guy with your axe. First one, well, that's not true. They shot you with an arrow, and so you retaliate here and just like absolutely brutalize this guy with your axe. Ah! And you see his face, his eyes get real wide.
So with my critical, my axe has the critical specialization. One creature adjacent to the initial target and within reach.
Fuck.
If the AC is lower than your attack roll for the critical, you deal damage to that creature equal to a roll of your weapon's damage die. No bonuses. or other additional apply to this damage.
You can cleave?
That's the critical specialization on it.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow.
Do you get the specialization?
Well,
You have to be...
I thought that was just if I got
I
a
think-
critical.
Yeah, I thought that's what they were.
No, critical specializations are like if you get a feat that tells you get...
Oh, gotcha.
Really?
Dang it.
Interesting. I did not know that.
There was a cleave feat, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You have to take a feat to do any criticals? Like special things?
If it says critical specialization, then yes.
Gotcha.
Like I think what's another weapon?
We have talked about this. I think I just
Oh,
forgot.
okay. So you like specialize in a certain weapon, and so then you're
Uh-huh.
able to unlock it.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah, it does. It does have the sweep trait, so you get a bonus to attack somebody else if you attack this round. You know, if you attack one guy and then you attack somebody else, you get a +1 on your second attack. But yeah, I think as far as I know, the critical specialization requires you to take a feat. I just don't know what that looks like. I don't know what.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you're right.
I was just thinking, like, with Starfinder, how it has the critical effects as well.
Yeah.
Was there a critical effect for this one?
We only
Or no,
roll,
those
we
are
only
just
roll
for nat
natural
20s. That's right.
Yeah, so if you have any criticals, it would be like the traits below the weapon. It's like my double barrel has fatal D10, but if I click on options, my barrel also has a critical specialization where the target must succeed a fortitude save. So there are like differences, I guess. I just don't know what they're called.
Yeah,
and
like fighters get it automatically at 5th level. They get critical specialization and everything that they're proficient in.
Gotcha. All right. So for my last action, Elnat is going to go ahead and take a step in here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just try and get around here just to open up this area.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And that'll be Elnat's turn.
Okie dokie. Here we go.
Here we
Okay.
go.
It was Elnat's turn. It is now Orpheus's turn. Orpheus.
Whoa.
Oh, no, you're right. And Gork said he wanted to go after Elnat.
You know, I'm gonna look Clint dead in the eyes if I can. By moving. Well, great. Can I look? How tall is Huang in the fox form? Huang.
Don't know if I've ever figured that out.
I imagine you're the same height. That's how I
She's
pictured it,
tall,
at least.
a very, very tall fox.
Well, she's like
6'7"
Kitsune.
fox.
She's not like walking around on all fours, right? Like, I think she's.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, like,
I'm like humanoid, but also like I do picture my fox form being taller than like my human form. I picture Huang being very petite, little
So, like,
human.
so like, we saying like 5'8".
Yeah, 6 feet tall like Lorna. No, just kidding.
Okay.
Exactly.
Well, I'll imagine that I can move forward just that little bit and still maintain eye contact with Clint, and I'm going to cast Charitable Urge on him.
I like that.
Remember
Okay.
this? Yeah.
So you're going to give Clint an urge about charity?
Yeah, it's a will save.
He's got a lot of stuff.
And
Okay.
he has to spend, well, it's a will save. And so, Angoric is going to speak on the virtues of charity and not attacking us, and that Elnat is a good man who has recently lost his father, or lost is maybe not the best way to phrase it. His father is dead. We know where he's at. In the ground.
we did not lose him.
We do
Okay.
not lose him.
All right. Well, Clint is the man of steel. He got a 26 on his will save.
Mm.
Aha. Oh, that's just a success. So, the
Just
target
success.
is stunned 1 as it wrestles with the urge.
Okay, so he lost an action on his turn.
Yeah, he loses an
Nice.
action.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
All right. All right. Well, that does make it Orpheus's turn.
You pull up your map.
That'll do it.
Josh needs to pull up his map because his map's easier to see than mine. Okay.
Just a dabble do.
Yabba dabba doo.
My soundboard's been a little late tonight. I'm gonna have to
So
look into
delay.
that.
Or is it a mental? Is it a you delay or a Discord delay?
No, I'm great,
I
dude. Don't
move
you worry.
here. Can I shoot an arrow at orange, or because my friends are in the way, can I technically not?
You can. He's just got cover against you.
I get like a +2. +1, +2.
He gets +1 or +2.
So
Or
to
does
not
he
get
It's
hit
plus
by
2
you.
is AC.
Can I move?
You can move through your friends.
Yeah, but then I'm like so close to him, it's not.
You do have a cool new dagger you could take out for a spin.
There are sets of doors all around that you could just go start opening. It's almost the end of the round. Let's just see what's happening in the other rooms.
Well, yeah, and
Every time we play.
if we could take care of these guys as quietly as possible.
Lord
Would
Nick
be
says stab stabby.
You did say stab stabbity.
Yeah, you can.
When I say continuous when I have a spell that says continuous 5-foot cubes, when these guys are diagonal of each other, does that?
It says
Thank you.
contiguous.
I'm not good at speaking.
Is there a G in it?
Continuous.
Contiguous?
I read that as continuous.
No, it means they have to be touching. The squares
So
have to be
does
touching.
that, if they're diagonal, does that count?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do scatter screen. On the 2 cubies that the bad guys are in.
Okay.
Red and orange.
It's will saves from both of them.
My God, let's go.
You say will saves?
The scattering rocks
What
deal
is?
bludgeoning damage equal to 2d4 plus your spell casting ability modifier. To the creatures in the area with a basic reflex save.
Reflex save? Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. First guy gets a 29. I'm going to go and assume that's a success. And then second guy gets a 17.
What
Ooh.
is that?
17's probably good.
It should be, like, your DC, I think, should be right with your ability. Somewhere. Spell save DC.
Oh, my... Would that be like my primal DC when I have my spells up?
17.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, 17.
Alright, so a success and a critical success, which means half damage and no damage. So we'll just roll your damage.
2d4 coming back again.
Ba-doop.
There you are. 2d4 plus 1. Okay, so 4 damage would be full damage. So 0 damage and 2.
Mm-hmm. So Clint takes 2 points of damage, just like you batter him with rocks, and he goes ah, and then the other guy is just like dodging all of your scree.
It
He's
also
not having any of it.
does make it difficult terrain for the duration, which I guess is 1 minute.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and disadvantaged. I'm gonna go ahead and try to hit them with my bow and arrow.
Okay, so you moved. Is scatter scree only one action?
You're probably catching me cheating right now.
It's,
No, it's 2. I apologize. I'm done now.
Oh, I'm just making sure. Okay.
No, I always just think of it as 1, but you're right. As soon as you said that, I was like, I'm a bad person. Sorry.
A lot of spells are 2. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Okay. So Orpheus' turn. Orpheus summoned up some scree and scattered it. I imagine in this case, it's not like rocks and stuff. It's like papers and shit off the tables that they're flying around. There's a
book.
candle. Yeah, a book. Yeah, heavy books. Okay. So that makes it these guys' turn finally, since they rolled terribly for initiative.
Welcome to the combat.
Yeah, exactly. So Clint is going to take this opportunity, and I was wrong. Applying a poison is 2 actions, so he's not going to be able to do. He's going to be able to draw a weapon and apply poison and attack you. So he will settle
for drawing his short sword and attacking Elnat twice.
Wait, what?
This
Clint?
guy, Clint.
He's stunned one.
Oh, you're right. He's stunned one, so he's only got one action.
Ooh, nice,
He's going to draw his short
Joshua.
sword, and he's going to attack Elnat, and he's going to get a 14.
That misses.
So no good there.
Nice.
And that was yellow.
That was Clint. That was orange here, and then red is going to get an opportunity. He's going to move around. We'll call it a flanking maneuver.
Uh-oh.
Going to move and get Elnat set up there. And now I got to make a will save if I want him to attack.
Yeah, if you're gonna be striking.
Okay, so he runs. He draws his short sword as he's running, and then he's going to try and attack. But he's going to make a will save to see if he can. These guys are rolling pretty well. It is a 23.
Yeah, that breaks through.
Okay, so he can attack normally.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
And
pretty
that
well.
is a 25 against Elnat.
That'll hit.
Yeah, no, this guy's
Actually, you're also. Is it not flat-footed in this? What is it called? Off
Off guard.
off guard.
guard. So that's -2.
Doubly hits. Just
Does
twice.
that doesn't? It's not a crit, right?
No, it's not.
Okay. Okay.
Is it 10 for crit?
10.
Yeah, it's got to be 10 higher.
Okay. Yeah, then no, it's not.
Okay. So he hits you. So he's gonna do 4 points of piercing damage, but he's also gonna do a little sneak attack damage.
Ooh, a rose.
So he does additional point of damage. So it's only 5 points total on Elnat. So,
Total.
Yep. I rolled very poorly for that.
Still got a little temp HP.
It is Walkrune's turn.
Okay. Walkroon is going to be like, aye, here we go again. And he is going to 5, 10, 15. Okay, so first action. So this is going to go into my second action because the double diagonal, I guess. Still don't. If I let go, then it only looks like 1. But okay, so this is into my second move action.
Which is 25 feet. Right?
Right, but like if I stopped here, that's my first action. And then I
What's
let
your
go.
movement speed?
Never mind. I only have 20 feet of movement. It's all good. I'm
Oh,
going
I
to do
see.
2
Okay.
actions. Yeah. I'm going to go all the way to here. Only 1 action left.
Flanking on flanking.
Yeah, I
on
just want to.
flanking.
I hate it. I hate getting stuck up in doorways. I find it.
Yeah.
So I'm just like trying to get in. So
It's a
everyone
very
else can get
tight
into it.
map.
Yeah, well, and it's not even the map. Yeah, but it's all right. I don't have my exploit vulnerability on this guy because I did it on the other guy, but I think the other guy is going to get fucked up by everybody else. So I'm going to just go for a stab in this guy's back with the Stickleberry Stickler. And I
Okay.
think that's going to hit a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Cool.
Hell
All right.
yeah.
And so that is going to do...
Austin's so attractive when he wins. That was weird.
minimum damage. That is going to do...
What's happening there?
3 points of damage. I rolled a 1 on my 1d6.
All right. This guy was stabbed, and he's
Hey.
like, "You call that a stab? It's merely a flesh wound."
That didn't crit, right? If I had the off guard?
22? No, 22 did not crit.
No, it would have been... I rolled a... It would have been, 24, right? I guess that still
Well,
doesn't...
his
crit.
AC would go down. But yeah, it still is not great.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yep.
All right, that is my turn.
All right, Karu, you're up.
Okay. Let's see if I can get through this doorway. How far is that?
It is a challenge. There are other doors in the room. I will give you guys some.
No, I've heard of these
Inside
other
there.
doors. I've heard tell.
My guy does not run far enough for that.
5, 10.
Slow dwarf boy.
I can. 1, 2. I can get. Probably don't want to do that. Nah, he's occupied. He'll be alright. So I'm gonna move up there with 1 action. Unleash my psyche with a free action.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go to Daze, the archer in the back of the room.
Nice.
And I'm actually going to amp it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Give it a little bit more.
Days,
zing.
that will save on my end?
Yeah, that'd be a will save.
Oof. Alright, he got an 11.
Ooh, that is a fail. Not a critical fail, but fail nonetheless. So, roll my damage. Because I amped it, it's 2d10, so get ready for that. A 10 and a 5, 15.
Nice.
Okay. There's quite a bit of damage in this guy. He just gets blasted mentally from all the way across the room.
Red actually takes 2 more points of damage. I forgot about my implement's empowerment because I had my implement out.
Wow.
Sorry. It's been a minute.
Hand off the chest piece. Oh. Okay, so yeah, so Yellow is crippled over, and he's like,
Ah, Clint! It's like when your ex-wife calls me.
can't get it out of his head.
Nope.
All right. Anything else? Is that Kara's turn?
Brennan, it's crazy. You really can't hear that cricket.
I was gonna say, was I just hearing a cricket? Is that what that was?
That
Super
cricket.
loud.
Yeah, Brennan's like, the loudest cricket in the world is in our garage right now. You can hear it in his office right now. You can hear it through his microphone.
I
Yeah.
thought Brendan was the loudest cricket in the world.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I
Second
thought that
loudest.
was- Oh, there's a cricket.
Shout out
in
cricket
the
soundboard.
Discord.
I think that's a default one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the default one.
Yeah.
It is Yellow's turn. Does he take any other ill effects from the days? Is he
No, he was 1 point away from critically failing.
Gotcha.
Or else I think he
All right.
was instance.
So he's got 3 actions still, so he's going to keep doing what he's been doing. This time, Wakroon is the nearest target. So he's going to poison 2 actions, poison this arrow, and then fire it with his 3rd action at Wakroon.
Okay.
26 to hit.
26 is gonna be a hit.
All right, well, let me make sure, actually. Yeah, there's not like a rule against short range on crossbows, right?
I haven't seen anything.
Not that I'm aware of.
There's like some
volley
bows have like
range.
some bows have an arc, I think, on them, but I don't think composite bows do. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not cheating. Okay, you said it's a regular hit.
Regular hit. And it's gonna be
Alright.
2 kinds of damage, right?
3 piercing damage,
Okay.
and then you have to make a fortitude save.
Okay. This is poison, right?
This is poison.
Okay. I'll go ahead and make this save, but I am a strong-blooded dwarf, which means I can shake off toxins. I gain poison resistance equal to half my level, and if I get poisoned, it'll matter more too. Each success is worth 2 successes. Okay, fortitude. Man, it's gonna be easy. 28. I rolled an 18.
Oh yeah.
You are
But
fine.
I can take some poison, which is cool. Which is why I'm up here.
All right, it is Wong's turn.
Oh, you said 3 points.
I'm gonna summon an animal.
Okay.
Sure.
Form of an ice machine.
What is that spell called?
Summon an animal?
Okay.
Sometimes
That's
we are
rude.
straightforward.
It's reasonable enough. That's 3 whole actions.
Yep, it's my whole turn.
All right. So what are you trying to summon?
I can summon.
What level are you casting it at?
I can.
Yeah.
I can summon a 3rd level, right?
I hope so.
I think
I
so.
don't know.
Well, you
You're-
might also keep in mind on size of the creatures, because I was thinking whenever we summoned a higher level one, it was
They're usually bigger.
yeah, they're usually bigger, and we got kind of confined spaces.
You have
so-
2nd level spells right now, right?
Yes.
So you can cast it at level 2, which means you can summon a level 1 creature.
Okay, what's the list of those?
I'll send you a screenshot.
You can get a
It's
viper in here.
A
That'd be cool.
camel, a cave scorpion, a giant cockroach, a giant fly, a giant frog, a giant gecko, a giant skunk, a giant tick, goblin dog, hippocampus,
What?
hunting spider. Yeah, exactly. Hyena, manta ray, python, rat swarm, reef octopus, riding dog, riding horse, Sarkorian wolf, squirrel swarm.
Oh,
I think squirrel swarm
sounds-
sounds dope. I'm gonna do that.
That sounds terrifying.
I love the swarm rules. It's really good.
It's Trudon,
yeah, we
vampire
haven't done
bat
swarms
swarm,
yet.
Velociraptor, war
Your father's
pony, wolf, and Yizobu.
War pony deer.
Velociraptor.
Riding pony, I thought.
We're
Riding
doing squirrel swarm.
You're doing squirrel swarm.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my.
That is one of Justin's
All right,
worst
Brendan.
nightmares.
Go ahead and get on the journey real quick.
You have a 30-foot range. Where are you gonna summon this swarm of squirrels? Oh my god.
How many do I
putting
get?
Terrified.
I'm putting the
You get
description
a
of squirrel
swarm of
swarm.
squirrels.
There is the description in Tavern General for this game.
But it doesn't say how many I get.
A swarm
so
is
you
just
have a
like an
swarm of
indiscriminate
squirrels.
amount. There's a lot of them.
Yeah. So it would
It's like a
probably
s-
be like a certain square.
A swarm is
It
like
is
yeah.
a large area,
They're
but I'm
swarming
asking.
the yellow guy.
On yellow.
Okay, you only have 30-foot range. You can't get it that far away.
Okay, well then red guy.
They're gonna have
I
to
just-
be because it's a swarm of them. It's gonna be covering one of your allies too.
So what are you saying? Is like what kind? It's a burst, like a radial burst.
It's a large area. There's 4 squares.
So trying to see.
Two by two.
What's
It
you
couldn't
said
cover
it's-
the beds over there.
Well, if you
can, but then it wouldn't be.
if
It
you
could still be next
cast
to
it
the red guy, and
if you cast it on this square,
That's more than 30,
It-
right? Or no?
well, 30 is here from Huang.
You're right.
So if you-
my speed is 25. Oh, you were saying it can go 30. I understand.
Yeah, yeah. You have 10
Yeah,
feet of range.
if it goes one more up, then it could get to yellow. Because this square here is 30
Okay.
feet from Huang.
That's fine. That's where you want it.
Yes.
All right. There's a giant exclamation mark representing a swarm of squirrels that has
Wonderful.
descended. That has
Just dazed
appeared
him mentally and now
magically,
physically.
I guess. Yeah, appeared
It's
magically.
crazy.
from-
That's how they're born. Is this giant exclamation points.
Okay. God,
That's Percy's
not done.
personal hell, by the way.
I don't think we've done any
Um,
summon spells on this podcast at all yet, or this show.
I'm getting
Do they
the
just
journey
attack
range.
on their own? What do
Well,
they just?
so it's on this page that I'm on. One moment.
I have no idea what summons do.
Well, I think with her thing she could say what it does. I think because that's what she did with the Pteranodon, right? She decided what the
Yeah.
Pteranodon did, so it could
It
nibble
becomes
or do scrambling swarm. Each enemy in the squirrel swarm space takes 1d6 piercing damage with a DC 15 basic reflex save. And then, or scrambling swarm, which is also one action. The squirrels
Nibble makes it sound
clamber.
way cuter than it is.
The squirrels clamber over the creature in their space. Each creature must succeed a DC 17 reflex save or become clumsy 1 as long as it remains in the space. I'm actively working on a image for you.
I think each of these squirrels is like the rabbit from Monty Python. They got
Oh, speaking of rabbit, Lorna, remember
Yeah.
like last week you guys were talking about the vampire rabbit?
Banicula? Yeah.
Yes.
Banicula, yeah.
Unprompted, Dr. Rose is like, there's this book that I read as a kid and I loved it, and it's about this vampire rabbit. And I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy. We just talked about that. And she's like, oh my god, I love that book. Yeah. Anyways,
Speaking of
It's
killer
the time.
rabbit,
It's the time of
waters
year that we talk
down,
about
yes,
vampire.
no.
Rabbits.
Banicula, yeah, it's Banicula time.
All right, Brendan, there's your swarm of squirrels.
Yeah, sure.
you can tell by the look in their eyes.
A lot of time on that. All right. So, what do you want to do with this swarm of squirrels?
So I last time I thought
devour.
that was just it, and then next turn I get to use them.
I
Was my impression.
think that's
Yeah,
what
you've
we
already
ended
done
up
your
doing
3
for
actions.
that.
I think you
Yeah.
have like a 1
Yeah.
action command as if it was like bow. I think is.
I don't
Yeah.
understand
Yeah, but
because
I
it
don't think
doesn't
I get
say
to use
that
them this
anywhere.
turn.
Conjure creatures. Since creatures.
Yeah, I was
can-
thinking you get an action whenever you summon, like as part of the
Like
summon.
this turn?
Yeah, acts.
Okay.
I don't know though. Not for sure.
I don't know why we decided that last time, but that is what we like. Maybe it was just because we didn't know, so we just did it.
Summon
'cause it's
creatures
got the
act in the
summon
same
trait.
turn as the summoner.
Regardless,
seems
where's
nice.
Bow?
Safe.
Bows, yeah, back.
He's in a better place.
Oh god, no, bows back here.
Sound.
Okay.
Yeah, he's only got one turn. I don't know if it's worth
It
it for him
says
to run up there or
summon
not.
summoned creatures act in the same turn as the summoner, including the turn they're summoned. They can only ever act when the summoner casts or sustains the summoning spell.
Okay. So yeah,
You
you'll
do
just
not.
have to-
So-
You do not.
Action.
You don't spend an action to uh, s- to command them, but you do have to spend an action every turn to sustain the spell if you want to
That's
keep
fine. But I do get to use it this turn.
When it it's
Yeah,
whenever
it
it's
sounds
cast, so
like-
yeah.
Yeah, so
it.
here's
It
your
sounds like
two-
they maybe have the minion trait, so they only have 2 actions.
They have 2 actions though.
Yeah, they have 2 actions.
Yeah, you gotta
Oh,
move. and
each
then,
each
like,
of its a. Oh, I guess yeah, you have to move, but like each of its abilities only look like it's a 1 action apiece.
Correct.
Okay, so you can do both. There's the. I just
Yeah.
put in the chat to Sarah what its 2 actions appear to be.
Okay, so nibble. Each enemy in the squirrel swarm space takes 1d6 piercing damage.
Correct.
So
It's gonna reflex
roll.
save.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do? You've got 2 actions. You're going to nibble, or you're going to swarm, or you're going to do both.
Ooh, what's clumsy?
You should probably nibble and then swarm. Hit 'em
Yeah,
with
I
both.
think, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna nibble first and then swarm.
Actually, you really should.
Fails the
swarm.
reflex save.
Okay, doesn't matter.
So he takes 1d6 piercing damage.
So you can roll
Me-
that.
Me roll.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 5.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Takes
And then
5
now
points.
They're gonna clamber. They're
Okay.
gonna clamber all over this guy.
knock him
So
down.
he has to make
That's another reflex.
a save or become clumsy. Okay. Reflex is 21, so I think it's a save.
Yeah, 17 is the reflex. Cool.
So you summon a mob of squirrels. You're gonna have to look up what a group of
content with
squirrels
that
is
term.
called. A mob of squirrels.
Oh, a group of squirrels? Let me look.
A scurry.
Mafia of squirrels.
A scurry or a
The
dray?
scurry of squirrels.
A group of squirrels.
Oh
called a
yeah, I've
scurry
heard dray
or a
before.
dray.
Dray isn't
I like
isn't
a
dray what their
scurry.
houses are called? Oh well,
No.
it doesn't matter.
Sure.
A scurry of squirrels.
Yes. Dre is what their house is called, Bernie. That's true too.
So,
My house
Because
is
when
not
they're
home.
together, they're home.
that's right. Because when you eat here, you're family. All right. A lot of squirrels attacking that guy. That guy's having a bad day. It's Bow's turn.
Yes. I just don't know if it's worth it to move Bow up. He only gets 1 turn, so moving up
Won't tell you
there.
what to do.
We're probably
seems like-
fine without him doing it if you don't want to put him
Yeah.
in danger.
I don't want him to be vulnerable, so he's gonna stay by Mama.
All right.
These are
In
bad.
that case, it is Elnat's turn.
All right, so. Elnut's gonna take a swing at Orange again. Clint, I think was his name.
Old Clint.
Orange, you glad I didn't say banana?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Until
That would make sense if that was Yellow's name. 25 to hit.
25 is a hit.
Uh,
You have flanking on him?
Yeah.
Regular hit.
Okay. For 6, 2, 4. For 10 damage.
Okay.
And
I'm sorry. Which one did you say you're hitting?
Clint, orange.
Clint.
Yeah.
All right. 10 damage takes Clint out.
Hell yeah.
Bye, Clint.
You just like hit him in the back, and he collapses.
Cool. Then I think I'll turn around and take a swing at Red.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That is a 23 to hit.
Also hit.
For not... Austin, you jinxed it. I also got a 1 on this. 1, 3...
Damn.
5 damage on Red.
Okay. He is still standing.
And I will give my last action to Silverforge. Let me double check his speed. It was 40?
Oh,
25.
He outdied.
I thought his speed was a lot more. 25. And he's gonna come in 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's gonna plan on going up and around. He's gonna start going through some of these other hallways. He sees that area is very packed, so...
Okay. Can dinosaurs open doors?
I was figuring he was gonna smash through it.
Okay.
Good answer.
All right, Elnat. No, I'm sorry, Elnat. Just wait.
Elnat, you were up again.
I didn't move the arrow. It's Angor's
Say
turn.
less.
Reverse Uno card.
Angoric's gonna move over here. Angoric is going to attempt to bash this guy with his warhammer. He's going to scream.
Red or orange?
The guy that I'm
Oh,
standing
sorry.
next to.
Red, sorry. Orange is done. I'm done.
I'm going to attempt to bash the guy that I'm not standing next to with a warhammer.
Okay.
12 to hit.
Okay. 12 to hit is going to be what I call a miss.
Oh man. Oh no.
Oh
Okay.
no. Oh no.
And then I will cast guidance on Wokrun.
Okay.
Okay.
It just gives me a +1 to something I want, right?
Yep.
You're giving it to me, but that's fine.
Orpheus,
Yo,
it is your
you're right.
turn.
I'll give it to.
God damn it, Lorda.
He's just gonna give a
Awesome.
pat on the back to everyone.
Austin just wanted to be able to do something one time.
Well, I just wanted there to be a moment where Angoric helps Wakrut. You know? Those growth.
That becomes an area, doesn't it? Or something like that.
I think you can make it like an emanation, maybe.
Guidance?
Yeah.
I might be thinking blessed, though.
Oh, it could be.
Bless is definitely an area.
Hashtag blessed. Don't forget your difficult terrain there if you move through your scatter scree.
Can't I move around it? Oh no, I guess I can't even stand where I am right now, can I? Well,
It's,
no, I can go right. So
Elnat was standing
let's
right here.
go. But can I stand? How do I do the pointer?
Space bar.
Space.
bar.
Thank you.
As we all tested.
Can I? I can't move.
You did.
I can't do spacebar and move, so I cannot stand here, correct?
Probably not. There's like tables and stuff in the way.
Okay, that's what I figured, but I figured
Sounds like an
it'd be better
acrobatics
to ask,
test.
and that way I was sure. And it's double movement through my scatter scree.
Yeah, just for one square.
Yeah, you can go diagonal there and avoid it.
I can't walk there. And I can't occupy the same spot as Angoric.
You can move through it, but you cannot end in the same.
Yeah.
I don't have
square.
enough movement. Unless Angoric wants to move at the end of his turn to make it so I can.
Well, how
make it
much
there.
movement do you have?
25, right?
Oh, okay.
It should say at the top of your sheet, yeah. It's probably
My sheet
25
says
or 30.
25. I was
Yeah.
hoping maybe it was wrong.
That's right. You can always move twice.
Double move.
And then only have one.
Action left.
Mhm.
Seems so silly for like.
It's what I mean.
Five
Yeah,
feet.
sometimes to get into the room, you kind of have to. Bless
We should all get skateboards.
I'm just gonna go here, and I'm gonna try to shoot this guy with. I don't know. Is that? Hold on. Let me look at one thing. Isn't there like a range on like my longbow? Does that make sense? What I'm trying to say, like optimal distance.
Is
No.
it just a longbow?
Composite longbow.
Okay.
I'm trying to click on it.
I don't think there's really there's an optimal. I think it's mostly just the range at like after you go past your range, there's like
Sometimes
it's like
there's
there's a difficulty to it. Yeah.
Okay. In
If
that
it
case, in this
has-
one here, I'm gonna shoot my longbow at red guy.
A composite longbow
Yeah.
has the volley 30 feet trait,
30?
which means it's less effective if you're within 30 feet.
What with that?
Okay.
So you get a -2 penalty to attacks.
I guess I'll just go here maybe then. Because the disadvantage here is no different than the disadvantage.
Yeah, you're right. There's people in the way in both cases.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I'm just gonna stay here, and I'm gonna shoot my longbow.
There are
I
just,
just like the image of you shooting
And
Around-
everybody lean to the
Kwong,
left.
Karu, and Elnat. Like Kwong and Karu, maybe short enough.
I
Elnat, maybe short enough. Like you're
oh
taller
my
than-
god, Legolas.
taller than everyone.
That's how great I am.
Really? Let's see. Natural 20.
Drum roll, please.
I don't know if Chris was eating that out.
23.
Okay. 23
Is,
is
but
a
I
hit.
don't know what the my like. I guess that would be if everything was normal. So it's
That's fine.
minus.
23 is a
I think
hit.
Brendan adds that in, yeah.
And then 8.
Whoops.
Where am I back up?
Whoops.
So that might have been a drum roll.
Oh. That's a good one to have, actually, a drum roll.
I think it's default.
Oh yeah, it is.
Or the
5
bottom
damage?
is one.
Yeah.
5 damage? Okay, 5 piercing damage.
Yes.
Shot! Gets shot with another arrow.
I like how we're just ganging up on this guy, and then the guy behind
Yeah.
us is being swarmed by squirrels.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hit him again.
You know,
Okay.
when you put it that way, Austin.
Pure
So
chaos.
what do I have
And
to
these
lose?
are 3 grunts. It's a whole building left.
No, they're thugs. Grunts have a different image.
My bad.
I'm gonna use inspiration because I get it back at the start of every session,
Okay.
and I feel like we must be wrapping up probably. So,
Maybe.
considering it's 10:30, so
If you'll kill this thing, I'm kidding.
No kidding.
Brian.
You're doing it.
14.
Okay, 14 is going to be a miss.
I figured.
So pick which companion that you shoot in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Do I actually?
No, you're fine.
No.
I would like to
Um,
think that maybe I guess it could hit Karu, right? 'Cause,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it would hurt, and he'd just be like, "Ow! Why would you do that?" And I'm like, "Sorry."
It bounces
You're
off
right.
Bow's shell, unharming. it.
Or
Not
yeah,
harming it.
bounces off Bow's shell, and Bow's like chitters and is mad, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, I'm doing my best.
He's, hey, I'm walking here.
I'm
Bow's a
sorry,
New
I'm
Yorker.
doing my best."
Okay, it is Red's turn. And Red is in a disadvantageous position for him,
He's
Just
just,
to say the
Slightly.
least.
he's just spinning in a circle with his blade sticking out. Clean.
So So I think he's going to. Ah, God, the action economy on this is terrible. He's going to take a step, and he is going to interact and open the door.
Oh man, 2 actions. Yeah, I can see why that's terrible.
And then he's going to run down this hallway
Bastard.
and go. And go. Help! Help! They're killing us out here!
What I wouldn't give for opportunity attack.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. I was just checking, just to make sure I didn't accidentally get it and not realize it.
A lot of
Halloween
classes.
movies. Green Room. Terrifying. Similar situation.
Okay. That is their turn. It'll be Walkroon's turn, and this is probably a pretty decent place to
Yep,
stop
top of the
it for
round.
tonight. We're top of the round.
All right. Sounds good.
Oh my god. Oh my
Oh
god.
my
Oh
god,
my
I just hadn't got one in yet. I really felt like I needed one. So, all right, that we're ending it then. Calling it.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Tata stream. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. We'll catch you next time next week, hopefully with some spooky Halloween stuff. See you then. Bye bye.